It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right.
Hello, everybody. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day week. Okay. Happy fall holiday, bitch. Happy autumn, whatever you want to call it, girl. Happy, joy. I'm here, everybody. Ugh, y'all gonna have to excuse me. I just came from getting my lashes done, child. They still drying. Okay. And then on top of that, I'm so happy, y'all. Oh my God. I feel so grateful today. Today is just one of those days, girl. But you just be feeling real grateful about your life, right? I'm very grateful. And one of the things I'm grateful for is y'all, right? I'm very grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for everybody that watches me, that subscribes to me, that like, really fucks with me on some heavy shit. Like, thank you. Everybody that's addicted to watching me, I appreciate you. I'm very grateful and thankful for you. Because, baby, when I tell you it's expensive out here, y'all, I had to go to the store, right? It's Thanksgiving tomorrow. I'm going to my mama house, right? Everybody's bringing something. And my mama's going to have turkey. And, well, no, my mama's going to have gumbo. My sister is probably going to do the turkey. My niece probably going to do some type of macaroni and cheese situation. My cousin and my auntie Toki, they probably going to come with some dressing or some stuffing of some sort, okay? And I am bringing crab cakes. And y'all, I am at a point in my life. I have had the Christmases and the Thanksgivings. I have cooked big old meals. I have spent all night making melatonin stuff, melatonin for niggas. Y'all know because y'all have seen me do it if you've been here long enough. Okay? I'm not doing that this year. I went down to the fresh market. Y'all, shout out to the French market on St. Charles, okay? Shout out to the fresh market on St. Charles because that's where I get my Instacart from, right? I've never been in that store, but it's the closest Whole Foods like store that I can Instacart to, right? So I have never actually been in a store. I just always order shit from there. And today, because Thanksgiving, you couldn't get Instacart. So I'm like, all right, I got to go down there and get the stuff that I need for the crab cakes, okay? And really, I'm just going to the seafood counter and having them give me 20 crab cakes. And all I'm going to do is put some ghetto girl eats seasoning and melt some butter and just put some butter on top and then pop them in the oven, girl. That's what I'm going to do. Okay? Bought about 20 of them. That should be enough for everybody. Okay? Not cheap. Things like $7 a pop. Okay? But either way, I went down there, y'all, and it is the cutest little grocery store. Like there's wood and shit. I love a cute grocery store, y'all. Not that big. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in there with buku people. I didn't think that I was actually going to be able to get in there, but I was thinking to myself, I was like, that's the white people grocery store that live in that area. You know what I'm saying? The people that live in that area go to that grocery store. And that's an expensive grocery store. Maybe I won't have that big of a problem. And then I accidentally text my friend and found out that my appointment time for my lashes was later. And that was just a mistake, happenstance. So I was able to go to the grocery store, get everything I needed to get, head over, unfortunately, to the Target to get the foil and all of the other shit that I needed that I, didn't want to get at that grocery store because it's probably more expensive than it needed to be. But God damn it, Fresh Market. I feel like I'm going to be coming down there at least once a week from now on just to see what y'all got going on. And I got some macaroons for Lyric because Lyric loves macaroons. We both do. But I got him some macaroons. I got me this little raspberry cake that they had. Okay, I got cause they had chocolate covered strawberries, bitch. I got me 6 chocolate covered strawberries in that bitch. I was just walking around the grocery store, just like, oh my god, I've never seen that. What's that? Let me get some. Bitch, why? Like, y'all, I bought all of the pod, like I forgot the name, but it's something pod creamer that I started to get. Okay, because they had it at the Whole Foods on Broad, and I got it, and I was like, oh, I like this one. I like this is organic creamer. That's almond and oat milk. I had told the diva about it. Erica De Niro, and I went to this store, and they had they had a marshmallow type. I was like, bitch, is that marshmallow pods creamer? Oh, I need that shit. What? So I'm drinking right now. No, but it is pricey. Let me see. Is this the Target one? Yeah, that's the Target one. Target is also expensive. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the way y'all act about people going to the store and SNAP benefits, when I tell y'all every single time I see somebody talking about people need to be buying with SNAP, I want y'all to choke. Every single person. You know why? Because I know what at tops you get $400, and you would if you was fucking around with me, and this was all raw food, okay? What none of this shit cooked. $424 at Target. Just at Target. I think I might have spent $3 at the grocery store because of all of the crab things. You know what I'm saying? The holidays. I put money aside for the holidays for groceries because I hate worrying about groceries, y'all. I'm not a big shopper, but when I go to the grocery store, I don't like having to worry about certain things. And it's also happened to be the re-up day. You know how when you got to go to the store, you got to get new cleaning products and wipes and all of this shit, new lotion, new soap, new laundry detergent. Like, bitch, this just had to be the day that I had to go re-up on everything. I am not rich. I am a paycheck away from being poor like everybody else. I'm just one paycheck away, bitch. One paycheck away. Okay? From trying to sell my virginity on the internet. My nigga got 1 day off. Okay? Did y'all hear me? My nigga has 1 day off. I'm not rich, y'all. Please don't do me like that. Because then y'all go think, I ain't got to get. No, bitch, I am not rich. I am not. But this is the one time this month that I have gone to the store. So, like, understand, like, I haven't been to the store since the last time, especially Target. Y'all, I don't go to Target for nothing. I don't go to Target for nothing except for the shit that I need to get. The last time, Lyric got everything from Costco, but we couldn't do that this time. Okay? I am not balling. Please don't say that. I know y'all see all of these clothes. They are Shein. Okay? They're Shein, and I'm still Klarna payments and shit. Okay? Klarna payments, bitch. I'm trying to figure out how to sell a house. Okay? I don't have anything. I appreciate y'all. Never qualify for no damn food stamps. Girl, I don't go on a store often. I'm a curbside pickups and cool. And that's what I normally do, but I couldn't do that today because it was Thanksgiving. I couldn't, like, because it's this time, there were no deliveries. There were no deliveries. I just put my hair appointment on Klarna today. Listen, I had to go and get, had to add some more to my tattoo. So I had to go, girl. I feel good about my life though. I feel grateful today. Thank you. I'm probably broke now. Like, don't think too much of it. After all that, bitch, I'm broke now. If I wasn't broke before, I'm broke now. And y'all sitting up here arguing about, I feel like all the work I didn't put for, God, I've been working since I was 14 years old. And if you want to talk about before that, ever since I could go to the corner store and buy people cold drinks and shit, I've been working. This is ridiculous. Y'all, the government should be giving me $400 to go towards all them fucking groceries. Fresh Market is beautiful though, y'all. And honestly, I'm mad I didn't get any flowers. But that's how you know I really don't have any money, because I would have went in there and got some flowers. It was really only food. Y'all, it's Target shit. Y'all go in Target, y'all buy clothes and shit, y'all. It's orange juice. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I spent, some cleaning shit, some Aveeno, some Aquaphor, because we some big lip niggas in this house. We need, they had my favorite wine though, y'all. They had my favorite wine in that bitch, and I'm not gonna lie, because they normally don't have my favorite wine, and also because I got a couple of bottles of wine to take over there for my mama, for the holidays, y'all. This is holiday prices. This is not regular. Please don't think I got money. I ain't got no money. Okay, cash at me, bitch. Where's my shit? I'm broke now. Some of y'all got more money than me. Okay, y'all got real jobs, as y'all like to see. Nut pies, y'all. That's the creamer. But y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all about my wine, and I'm gonna go on ahead. My wine that I had to get the re-up on, because I have no wine in this bitch, right? And there's some, I just be want wine. Cooper and Thief. I don't know if y'all have ever had Cooper and Thief. Okay? But Cooper and Thief's wine, girl. Talking about why are you buying groceries from Target? They are high. Where would you like me to get my groceries from? Where am I supposed to get it from? Now I just said I went to 2 different grocery stores. Alcohol will always put you over there. No, it did. It did. And I got a few bottles of some shit. Okay? And I just like to have my stuff during, they hire everyone. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bitch, where the fuck was I supposed to go to get foil and shit that was close to my house and on this side, and I was gonna be able to run it? What, you wanted me to go to Walmart? You wanted me to go to Walmart. Why would you want me to subject myself to that? Why would you want to put me through that? Okay? That's why I can't share nothing with y'all. Y'all gonna think I got money I ain't got. I'm not, listen, bitch. I am not Funky Dineva. I'm not Tasha K. I'm not none of these people that's making, $50,000 a month off YouTube. Please don't misunderstand me. I bargain shop. Okay? All of my clothes have plastics in it. All right? I live in Louisiana. I've spent most of the money I make on fixing a house that's always breaking. Please, please don't think too highly of me. Okay? Getting ads in the live chat is wild. Come on, YouTube. Listen, that's how much I need the money now. Ads everywhere, bitch. I'm so very sorry. This is where we're at with it. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Funky Dineva, did y'all see what happened with the homeboy? I texted him. His number may not be the same. I said, we're going to pray away this cancer, dick, because he got prostate cancer, stage 1. I haven't listened to what he said. I saw what he said, and I was just like, I don't even want to listen to that. That's going to make my nerves bad. You know what I mean? Like, I hate hearing stuff like that. But let's hear what he got to say together. Come on.
All right, guys, so I just got back from the urologist, and let me preface with I'm sharing this information for educational purposes and not for sympathy, but I have stage 1 prostate cancer. They did 12 biopsies, and 2 of them came back cancerous. 1 of them came back suspicious or inconclusive. It is very, very early. He mentioned something about a Gleason score and that mine was extremely low. So he's like, it is, you caught it at the earliest of early phases, which is a good thing. He's going to send off my, blood work or biopsies to do some genetic testing on it to determine if it's a slow-growing cancer or a fast-growing cancer, so we can then begin to explore what our treatment options were. I fast-forwarded, asked him what are my treatment options. He said radiation, some experimental drugs, and surgery by robot. And I just went ahead and told him, I don't need to wait for anything to come back. Let's just go ahead and remove it, do a surgery by robot. And I have an appointment on December 8th with the robot doctor to set up surgery to get it removed. Granted, they gave me a book to read or whatever, and I'll, read over it tonight and across the week. But right now, with very little education, my gut just tells me cut it out. I want it cut out. I don't want to go through radiation and all of these other things. So that's what's going on with me, guys. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Yes, I'm a little down about it, but I'm about to take a nap, and I'll be fine.
All right. Prayers. Okay. I'm sure he will be fine. Like everybody's saying, he caught it early. This is still quite upsetting to me, but I am happy that he is in good spirits and he's going to handle it well. Make sure that he's good. Do what you need to do. Move quickly. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I can hope for. Okay. Because, Y'all, that's just a lot. And it just kind of made me feel away because at the end of the day, like we still are young. You know what I mean? Like Q's older than me, but we are still like young. And to hear that, like that was just jarring. It was just very, very jarring to me. And I am glad that he's okay. And I did want to mention it because, he matters to me. So I wanted to mention it on my channel and to send all the prayers and good vibes, to Q's dick so that we can get that together. All right. Y'all know the dick and prostate are not the same thing. I'm being funny on purpose because I sometimes don't know how to handle shit that's too sad when it's close to the vest like that. I would much rather make a joke. Okay. So yes, we're praying the cancer out of Q's dick. Everybody will extend their hands, up in prayer and holler at me when when you feel like it. So let's move on, y'all. First of all, let's not forget, please go on down to Pick and Spin. Get a hat, a jacket, and a bag with mad money to spare. Go to paperluckstudios.com if you would like to purchase a cute little gift, okay? A Firm and Flow adult coloring book, a 135-piece jigsaw puzzle, okay? The community is not okay merch. Get into it, all right? All down to the paperluckstudios.com. Check it out, girl, all right? Thank y'all so much. Also, if you still have your job in 2026, bitch, come on a trip with us. Reset by Design Wellness is going to Thailand. We're going to Mauritius. Okay. Go to resetbydesignwellness.com if you are trying to sign up. And don't forget, if you're signing up for Thailand, use the code NOV150 to get $150 off when you start your payment plan for the Thailand trip, okay? Do it before November 30th, y'all. Do it before November 30th, okay? Now, I would like to start with Megan Thee Stallion because I would really love to go ahead and get that out the way because that's going to be a lot of reading for me, okay? I want y'all to see Megan here on the screen. Let me move it over, okay? Hold up. That's not it. Y'all, Megan, beautiful in the green. Love the looks. I love all the court looks that she's been coming with. It's all been very cute, girl. Okay. Now let's get into what Megan Kuniff is saying. This is the most recent on her site. Rapper Megan Thee Stallion testified Monday that she's unbothered by songs written about her by her former friend Kelsey Harris, rapper Nicki Minaj, and her ex-boyfriend Partisan Fontaine, dismissing an attorney's suggestion that she has reasons to be upset beyond his client. Like what? Excuse me? Anyway, Minaj's Bigfoot track, Megan testified, was just so silly in the beginning, I couldn't get through it. I just feel like it wasn't something I wanted to keep listening to, Megan testified. I mean, it wasn't a good song. Like, Nicki has good songs. That was not one of them. And saying your dead mama over and over and over again, I know y'all want to act like that shit is cute, that shit is normal, that shit is funny. It was not to me. It's weird shit. And it means that when your funky fucking parents die, I'm not going to have any empathy for you. So let's continue on because you didn't have any empathy for her. And I just think there are some things as a person that are a signifier of who you are. And if you're okay with everybody knowing that type of person you are, cool. Then don't be upset when we, nigga, give him over here. Give him over here. This is not a toy. This is not a toy. Sorry, y'all. My dog is in here. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, back to it. What was she saying? I just feel like it wasn't something I wanted to keep listening to, Megan testified. So you have the ability to turn things off that you don't want to listen to, asked Jeremy McLamont, an attorney for online commentator Milagro Cooper. As it pertains to Nicki Minaj, yes, Megan answered. Megan also said Drake's line in his song Circo Loco, this bitch lie about getting shot, but she's still a stallion, isn't clearly about her. If he is talking about me, he's using it in a very indirect way. She said, yeah, because Drake is pussy. Okay, until we come up with a name that hits as hard. Okay. Do we want to call him Dick? Because he's Dick. Okay, we'll do that. All right, because I don't want to keep saying pussy because we know pussy is tough. Teflon, the Teflon Don is pussy. The person, like the anatomy that is the strongest between penis and vagina is vagina. Unless niggas is is squeezing babies out of their dicks. Your shit is weak, son. Okay, your shit is weak. It being hard going into a soft space. You know what I'm saying? Like, congratulations. Okay, but at the end of the day, if all your dick do is this, okay, your shit is not as strong, and we need to change that. So yes, that's because Drake is dick, okay? If he is talking about me, he's using it a very indirect way. Megan said Drake's line made reference a woman getting injections to enlarge her buttocks, but she's still a stallion, meaning she's still curvy. If he was talking about me, he could have been more direct because I don't have butt shots, Megan said. Ooh, shade. And I feel like that was shade to Nicki Minaj. Millegro's lawyer, Jeremy McLamont, asked Megan Thee Stallion about the track. This is all the tweets just tweets to confirm what she's saying in the article. McLamont referenced Drake's mutual Canadian heritage with rapper Tory Lanez, who's in prison for shooting Megan, and said they have some sort of Canadian allegiance between the two. The fact that Drake mentioned you in the song that says free Tory, that doesn't affect you at all, he asked. I don't know if this is meaning that he's mentioning me just because he says stallion. A lot of people say stallion in their songs, Meg answered. Megan says she didn't listen to Kelsey's song all the way through because that was a mess. I don't care about what Kelsey rapping about, Megan testified, because why do I care about Kelsey rapping while we worried about Tory shooting me? Megan said a Fontaine song about her. The breakup was definitely emotional for both of us, so I don't think it made me feel good. But she said I had a lot on my plate already, and Partisans diss track just wasn't at the top of my list. Megan's testimony about the diss tracks highlighted the 6th day of testimony in a federal defamation trial featuring attorneys who don't conform with standard evidentiary rules and procedures, which has created a freewheeling approach to testimony and evidence that includes no objections for narrative answers and hardly any for obvious hearsay. They don't conform with procedures for using documents, and that combined with no objections for hearsay has witnesses reading aloud entire documents they've never before seen. Witnesses also watch segments of videos they may or may not be familiar with, then answer questions about them. And there's no end in sight because U.S. District Judge Cecilia M. Eltanega is one of those judges who doesn't believe it's her job to make objections for attorneys. I don't object on hearsay. Counsel objects on hearsay, she said Monday. Milagro testified for about 5 hours on Monday, about 80 minutes in direct and rest in cross-examination. She spoke about her upbringing uninterrupted several times, including one answer that was 2.5 minutes. Her longest answer was about 4.5 minutes. What the fuck what are y'all doing? Why are y'all not objecting to this shit? Megan finishes cross-exam. McLamont's first question to Megan on Monday was if she had any evidence that Milagro is a mouthpiece for Lanez. Megan said Milagro has received money from Lane's father, and then she gets online and talks about things that nobody but Tory or his lawyers would know. Megan read out loud a text she sent her therapist in October 2022. And I quote, I just saw the guy who shot me online in the club dancing with another female rapper and everyone congratulating him on his album and being an amazing person. Nobody cares when people do bad things or they just simply don't care about me or believe me. And I'm so tired. So at this point in time, you're concerned with Mr. Lanez is dancing in the club with other female rappers, McLamont asked. It's not that I'm concerned with him dancing in the club with other female rappers, Megan said. It's that Lanez and Kelsey appear to be just living their lives like nothing happened. Like, I've been shot and I'm getting so much criticism and I have turned into the villain and they're just happy, Megan testified. I was feeling like, why can't I be happy? Like, why is everybody else moving on? Her therapist replied, that's the depression talking. Megan wrote back, I don't think anyone around me sees how sad I am. She teared up on the witness stand as she read more texts. I'm in tears and everyone pretends not to see or they genuinely don't see. I'm not sure I'm tired of being ignored, but I also don't know why I care what other people do to me. Girl, of course you care what other people do to you. You're a fucking human. It's called self-preservation. What if they are ignoring me because they're tired of me crying? Megan wrote. Megan testified that she may have been talking about an ex-boyfriend here or something. I'm not sure. But I think at the time, I just felt like I was always sad. I was thinking I was maybe bothering everybody around me just being sad all the time, she said, which is crazy, right? I got shot. Everybody's blaming me, but I need to hurry up and not act sad. Megan later told McLamont he is trying to make it be like I have so much hatred towards Tory Lanez as if it's for no reason. It's not just about Tory Lanez shooting me. It's about what Milagro has been doing for him after the fact, Megan testified. She said she believes Milagro is a bad person because why would you even want to align yourself with somebody who would shoot a woman or shoot anybody? Megan testified. McLamont asked if Megan is suing only Milagro because she doesn't have millions of dollars like these other individuals. Am I suing her because she don't have no money? No, that's not it, Megan answered. Megan added, I never said I wasn't suing anybody else. Have you sued anybody else? McLamont asked. Not yet, Megan answered. McLamont also asked Megan, did you or your team make this video? This porno video of me? Megan answered. Yes, McLamont said. No, Megan answered. Megan's lawyers didn't ask her any questions in redirect. Milagro testifies again. Milagro testified she went to live with her grandparents when she was about 5 years old because her mom was being in music videos and partying and being on the scene, and she got caught up in that. Oh, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. You're mad at your mom. Yeah, yeah. I wish y'all wouldn't be so fucking like y'all are so transparent. Every single time like one of y'all girls is hating on another woman like this, it is because you are mad at your mom for what you perceive as your mom being a hoe. Y'all hate y'all mamas. We know, girl. And we wish y'all would get over it. We wish y'all would get over it, girl. Megan Thee Stallion is not your fucking mama. Megan Thee Stallion is not your mom. Okay? Megan doesn't have any children. Why don't you find one of these bitches that got babies and shaking ass in a club to put all your obsessive energy towards? It's very, very weird. Okay? It's weird. Little girls are not safe when the mother is high and she doesn't know what's going on, Milagro testified. Her mother was studying journalism when she was sent to prison, which Milagro said inspired her to honor her in a way by not actually going to school to do journalism. Girl, get the fuck out of here. She said her father went into pro football, and when her mother told him she was pregnant, he was more interested in sports, so he disregarded her. We're not obsessed and mad at football niggas, though. Isn't that interesting? She said her childhood was 75% happy with memories of friends and family enjoying a pool table and jukebox, but her grandmother also was very strict and embraced tough love. So you were being abused. Got it. You didn't get told I love you every day. You didn't get hugs. My grandmother felt like love was action. So you had a roof over your head. You had food. That was enough, Milagro testified. Ma'am, nobody cares. Like, I promise you, your therapist cares. And if you would have came to us as a woman just talking about your issues, then we would care. But you bringing it up now after you've done all of this, I honestly don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm almost annoyed that you feel like this is a moment for you to tell us your sap ass story. You know what I mean? Milagro said her grandmother would curse at her to clean the house and get out the bed. She'd pull me out. Get your ass up, you stupid, Milagro said. That's why your mama was out in a club. That's why your mama was on drugs, girl, because your grandmama ain't shit. She remembers a neighbor giving her $1 when she was a kid. And she whipped me and she said, you don't ever take no money from no man like that. Go take it back. She later testified her show is influenced by all of the people that I grew up with, seeing and interacting with or watching the communications between adults. Yeah. Y'all real mad at the women for how they didn't deal with being left to fend for themselves on their own. And so you're online mad at women. Okay, girl. Great. She began reviewing TV shows in YouTube and formed a limited liability company in Texas in May 2020, then moved into celebrity gossip and eventually secured a contract with Station Head that paid her $6,300 monthly to stream at least 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. She said she spent about $10,000 on equipment, including $3,000 modem. Did you get your station head contract with your relationship with Tory Lanez? Natasha Bean Aim asked. No, Millegro answered. Girl, 5 hours? See, that's what the fuck I be talking about. 5 hours, 5 days a week? Did you get your station head contract for your relationship with his father, Star Beerson? No, Millegro said. Bean Aim mentioned, this is Megan's lawyer, I'm guessing, mentioned the $3,000 Millegro received from Tory Lanez. Millegro said it was for her children's birthdays and for winter coats and payment for promotions for other projects. Girl, so you making all of you making $6,700, $6,300 a month, and you needed this nigga to help you with coats? Wow. Sounds like you must have ain't shit baby daddies. Ain't that funny? Like you'll be in the same situation as your mama and your grandmama with not a nigga around to help, but still be mad at women. Tory asked me for money when he went to jail, and I actually sent him money to help him out. She said, oh, wow. Oh, wow. I don't know what modem is $3,000. I think she lying about that. But also, girl, you sent that nigga money? So I guess you misunderstood. So when your grandmama whipped your ass because you took money, I guess you didn't compute to give money? Oh. She should have whipped your ass for that too. Tori asked me, I'm being facetious, y'all. Y'all know I don't believe in y'all hitting these kids. That's why all of them fucked up right now, because y'all think it's okay to hit y'all kids. Child abuse. Tori asked me for money when he went to jail, and I actually sent him money to help him. She said, Bean Aim questioned Millegro about her shows and the topics she covers, emphasizing that she discusses issues outside of Megan and Lane's. Jurors saw a clip of Millegro live streaming a police press conference about arresting the murder of Jacksonville rapper Charles Julio Fulio Jones Jr. A news broadcaster named the gunman and discussed the alleged gang war. Jurors heard Millegro say, I'm so happy that this is happening. I'm so happy that this is happening because I hope that there's a young adult somewhere that decides that their life is not worth being thrown away. The way y'all be talking out of both sides of y'all neck is wild to me. Right? Like, you don't give a fuck about this nigga shooting Megan. You helping him. You lying to help him. But at the same time, oh my God, someone needs to stop the violence. Like, wow, bitch. Millegro testified she's agitated by the lack of content that is of substance. So substance is lying about a woman being shot for a nigga that you like? Because that's what it's giving. It's giving you did all of this because you like that nigga, and that's weird. I wonder what type of talking he was doing that had you doing all of this shit for. Like, girl. She says, I don't like how everything is so sexual, hypersexual, and I feel like the kids deserve better. She said on the witness stand. Oh, okay. So people being hypersexual is the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. Okay, so you're conservative now. Right. Millegro said that she reads the legacy media websites for news, reads court documents and blogs, talks to resources for her information. Millegro read aloud a message from a fan who said she's tired of people acting as though Millegro is a hater or like you're against women. She is. She is. She is. She is against women. What do you mean? A woman got shot by a nigga and she defended him. You're against the women, girl. And essentially, you are against the women. And also, whenever y'all, the hypersexuality, yeah, y'all, that's what y'all are telling yourselves. But essentially, y'all are slut shaming. Y'all are slut shaming, and y'all want women to act nice the way men want women to act so that y'all can feel safe and comfortable. And I feel like, no. I think if you want to not be sexual, that's your business. But the way y'all want to police other women's bodies, yeah, not a fan of it. Should your mom have had a kid? No, but that's where sex education and access to healthcare would have come into play. Because whenever there's actual help in Planned Parenthood and healthcare for young women, they get pregnant less. But see, I'm pretty sure that you probably came from a grandmother that didn't want her child to be on birth control, so she just had to have you. Yeah, y'all force people to have children that they're not prepared to have because you want to punish them for having sex. Because y'all feel like sex is something that's nasty and dirty and you should be punished for having sex. Like that's how a lot of y'all think. Even though y'all are hyperfixated on sex and a lot of y'all, especially these men, have addictions to porn. But okay, girl, we're going to act like it's the women that are the problem. It's the women being hypersexual. That's the problem. No, girl, you just feel ugly. I just want women to admit that. Like, to me, whenever y'all are big mad at other women for being naked and all of that, like a lot of the times you don't feel like you're beautiful. And so you want everybody to be covered up because you don't feel good about it. Because you don't feel good about your shit. You don't like that the other women are showing off theirs. Okay? Um, hmm. That's very interesting. I see somebody in my comments that wants to argue with me. I must want Meg because I take up for her even when she's wrong. I don't know if you know, but like Megan is a grown adult woman. Her sexuality is not my problem. I don't know how she's wrong for how she is. Like I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. In this situation, Megan was shot by a man, and then that man kind of paid people seemingly or created relationships with people so that he can lie about what happened as the trial was taking place because he was trying to get the public opinion on his side thinking that that would save him from the responsibility. I don't know what you mean by that. Megan's actually not my type, but it's very interesting that you would say that. Like, I'm not a man, sweetie. I don't need to want to fuck somebody in order to defend them. I'm not a man. I'm a woman. Are you okay? Hmm. Hmm. The people hate the women, y'all. Look at them. They're in my comments trying to figure out a way to make it make sense. You hate women. It's okay. Just leave us alone, though. And if you're a woman that hates women, ma'am, go feel safe in a room full of niggas since you think that niggas are so safe. Go be with the niggas. It's perfectly fine. It's fine. But we're not going to agree on this. We're not going to agree on this. This is a hill I am willing to die on. This is a hill, y'all. You're right. I am sticking my 10 toes down on this one, girl. And I will forever. And I don't care who disagrees with me. I don't care. You hate your mom. Deal with it. Okay? I had to deal with the fact that my daddy was abusive. I dealt with it. I made peace with it. I don't hate the nigga. He taught me a lot. Very appreciative of the duality of life, teaching me how to both be aware that niggas ain't shit, but also providing for me and kind of sort of liking me sometimes. He taught me a lot. I'm very appreciative. Okay? It's why I have a husband. It's why all my male, my best friends for the most part have been men. So yeah, I think y'all should go and deal with that. A lot of y'all hate y'all mamas. Y'all should go deal with that, girl. Y'all should go deal with that, girl. Let me get back into it, right? Um, Never once did you say that Tori wasn't wrong. You said that Meg is lying. Two things can be true at the same time, Allegro read aloud without a hearsay objection. Maybe there'd be an exception for effects on the listener, but I don't think so. You're being willfully obtuse. That's interesting. She said her coverage of Lane's case increased because of the huge interest from her followers. Yes, a whole bunch of women that are just like you, that hate other women. There was an influx of hundreds of messages from multiple platforms wanting me to discuss it. And if something happened, they wanted an update, she said. Milagro also dismissed her former friend and moderator, Emil Halan Briggs' suggestion that her fan base is a cult. That's a disservice to all of the people from different walks of life who listen to my show. They're engineers, doctors, lawyers, stay at home moms, she testified. And everybody, especially the people that are doctors and stay at home moms, yeah, CPS needs to be called on those people. CPS. needs to be called on those people. Your fan base is a cult. It doesn't matter because you're wrong. Like, you're wrong. And everybody that's going along with it, like, they're wrong too. Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean a disservice? It was a disservice for you to get up online and call Megan a liar when the evidence shows that she absolutely got shot. So if you wanted to say, oh, she lied about who she fucked, then say that. But why is that the argument when we're talking about her getting shot? Why did you say, y'all were lying the whole time? First, she didn't get shot. Then she stepped on glass, which is something that she gave y'all, which is hilarious to me. Y'all don't even come up with good lies on your own. And then every single time we discuss this case on my channel and somebody wanted to argue with me, what is your alternate chain of events then? Tell me what you think happened since you don't think this is what happened. And none of y'all could ever explain anything that makes sense, which tells me you hate Megan. You hate women who you believe are hypersexualized, and you believe they deserve to get shot or they deserve to die because they are sexual and they are performing their sexuality or saying whatever they're saying. You feel like that means they deserve to be harmed. And I think something's wrong with you. I do. I think something's not right in your head. All of you that think that, all of you, I think something's wrong with y'all. Y'all are not okay in the head. It's okay. Like, it's not okay. It's very sad. But ultimately, I'm not going to argue with crazy people. I'm not going to argue with crazy people. So you can feel how you want to feel. Just don't do it here. Okay? Megan's lawyers didn't object when Bean Aim questioned Milagro about a lawsuit against Megan. Hold on, she said entertainers often have a persona that's a much more exaggerated girl. Fuck up. Anyway, Megan by her former photographer, right? You bringing that up. So jurors heard Milagro's recap of those allegations, including about her performing a sexual act in front of him and berating him over his eating habits. All the hearsay, don't bat an eye over, is really remarkable. But them not objecting to, can you tell me about that lawsuit, might take the cake. Milagro also testified about other people who have accused Megan of lying, including Nicki Minaj, DJ Academics, Joe Budden, and Drake. All people that hate women. All people that can't even be trusted with some of them with their own fucking kids. I don't know a bigger artist than him. Were a lot of these people not even part of your audience? Been like, right? Like, you. What does that have to do? Are these people a part of your audience? I wish Drake watched my show. He does not. Nicki Minaj, I do not believe, is sitting up watching my show. Milagro answered. I think that's interesting. A lot of y'all defend Nicki, and she would never fuck with y'all like y'all fuck with her. I always think that's interesting. Regarding the digitally altered video Milagro promoted of Megan, Bean Aim pushed the defense that Milagro thought it was authentic by asking if she had any reason at the moment to believe that it was not Pete. Milagro said no, and Bean Aim played a recording of Milagro speculating on her live stream that the video may be fake. Bean Aim asked what she meant by this has got to be AI. I'm saying to my audience basically that this has better be something else, No, sounds like you were saying that it's not real. Did you believe that that was Miss Pete in the video? I did. Milagro said Megan has literally stripped down in music videos and gotten low and shown her behind and kind of arched her back in a sexual position. It looked like those videos to me. So as a grown adult woman, you don't know the difference between dancing and fucking? The way y'all think being ignorant of sex is wholesome and in like some type of virtuous thing is very weird to me. You're a grown woman with children. You don't know the difference between dancing and fucking? That's odd. Megan's lawyers have highlighted the fact that Milagro has initially represented by a legal services agency connected to Lane. So Bean Aim tried to counter that by asking her falling out with the group's co-founder, Caesar McDowell. This was when Milagro clocked her longest uninterrupted answer at about 4.5 minutes. She said she raised $18,000 online for a lawyer. She gave McDowell $11,000 and he gave $7,000 to a lawyer in Florida. The lawyer called Milagro asking where's the rest. Milagro tried to contact McDowell and he never responded, but the lawyer in Florida said, I got the rest. At that point, he's pocketing my money in my mind. So I tell the Florida lawyer, look, from now on, I'm going to pay you directly and that'll clear up anything, Milagro testified. The lawyer, Michael A. Pensier in Pembroke Pines, Florida, told her he didn't want to work with Caesar and I do not feel like I'm going to get paid on time. Because you're working with a bunch of snakes, running your fucking mouth and in business with snakes that can't even hold up their end of making sure you good on a legal front. Milagro fundraised another 40,000 online and paid Los Angeles attorney Rhonda Dixon 5,000, and she consistently needed more money because it was always a barrage of requests. Dixon left the case shortly before trial and has not been in court. Milagro became emotional as she testified about getting fired from Station Head and having nothing in her bank account. I have an account right now that's negative 10,000 where I had to worry about how to feed my kids because I'm trying to pay all this stuff. They just keep on, keep on, keep on. I mean, should I say you should have thought about that? I don't know. But I low key feel like you should have thought about that. Like you were actively up here on the internet lying, saying that this girl didn't get shot. And then you wouldn't stop. Like, I feel like y'all had so many opportunities to fucking stop. And you don't want to stop. Because you hate whoever you talking about. You're obsessed with whoever you talking about on some weird bitch shit. And you think that the person you're angry with doesn't deserve their success. So you want to denigrate them. And now people are coming for your pockets and you want us to feel sorry for you. Tory Lane should be helping you. Didn't you give that nigga some money? Tory Lane should be sending you money. His daddy should be sending you some more money, bitch. That's the people you put all of your defense into. You didn't even protect yourself because you were so busy trying to whirl around in a motherfucking phone booth for little ass stupid ass Tory Lanes. Thank you, because y'all know I hate when people like misspell my name, and low key I be trying real hard because I think now that Pam Bondi is somebody that everybody knows, like it's automatically turning my name into an I because I really hate that. Like that's not my name, and my name be all over everywhere, and people still be spelling my name wrong. So I'm just assuming it's like an auto thing, and not everybody just wanting to be an asshole to me by doing something they know I don't like. But I do know that some people do it on purpose, and I be paying attention. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Megan's lawyers didn't object for relevance as Milagro testified about her current lawyers joined her case. Megan's lawyer, John O'Sullivan of Quinn, Emanuel, Urquhart, and Sullivan LLP, is continuing his cross-examination of Milagro today. Closing arguments are expected this afternoon. The claims are defamation per se, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and promotion of a digitally altered sexual depiction of Megan in violation of a new Florida law. Is Milagro a media defendant? The trial has turned into a mini trial about whether Milagro is a media defendant under Florida law after Milagro's lawyers told Judge El Tanega the landscape has changed since her pretrial ruling that Milagro is not. It has not changed. You are not a journalist. El Tanega apparently didn't get much of a coherent argument from Megan's lawyers to counter Milagro's lawyers' argument. What is going on with Megan's lawyers? If the judge decides Milagro is a media defendant, the defamation claim will be dismissed because Megan's Quinn Emanuel lawyers didn't formally notify Milagro of the allegedly defamatory material and request a retraction. Oh, as if she would have listened. Attorneys will brief the issue after trial. The factual body that this decision has to be made against hasn't been pulled together, the judge said. Gag order violation. Milagro's lawyers asked Judge Altanega to hold Megan in contempt of court for comments she made outside court last week in violation of a court order prohibiting public comments about the case. They requested a jury instruction and to question Megan about this in cross. Lamont tried to ask Megan about her out of court comments on Friday, but Judge Altanega stopped him, then referenced his comment when telling the jury not to read or watch anything about the case. Altanega said Tuesday the motion is out of line, quite frankly, because court rules give Megan's lawyers 14 days to reply, and by then the trial will be over. Lamont said the timing was not something we can control. O'Sullivan said Lamont didn't talk to them about this before he filed the motion, which violates court rules. I'll be denying the motion. You all confer and talk to each other. That's required by the rules, and it's sanctionable if you don't do it, Judge Altanega told Lamont. The attorneys filed another motion after talking to Megan's lawyers, and Judge Altanega said she'd allow them to question Megan about the comments and the gag order and cross-examine. That should happen today. She won't specially instruct the jury. So yeah. Let me see. Let me make sure that's all that we have for today. But yeah, no, I don't think you should like knowingly get on the internet and lie about people. I think it's disgusting, to be honest. And a lot of people do it because people, they care more about the clicks and views. That's they cross the bear, girl. I ain't got time for it. Oh, this is cute. This is really cute. Y'all see this? It's cute. I like this. This gray pantsuit. All right, come on, girl. Um, Let's see. Megan Thee Stallion believes a man who testified in Tory Lanez criminal trial likely mistook Lanez for a woman when he recounted seeing two women fighting before a short guy with gun fired shots. Tory Lanez is about 5'2", 5'3", and very petite at the time, which is why people probably thought that the two women were fighting. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, this isn't the most recent. I think what I just read was the most recent, and I don't feel like reading all of this again. Like, we're waiting for, I think they're in deliberation. Megan Kuniff is a sketchy source. Remember how she was dead wrong about Tory Shaw? No, I don't remember. Tell me. But she's been in the court, like, doing the tweets. So I don't know what about this testimony is untrustworthy, girl, but I'm sure, it'll come out in the wash. Either way, like, I'm only coming here because she was one of the only people I saw doing a blow by blow of this shit show of a situation. But I personally am just waiting on I'm just waiting on them to say that whole guilty. That's what I'm waiting on, whether or not that's gonna happen or not. She ain't got no money, so it's not even really about that. It's about the principle that y'all feel like y'all can like act out this hatred that y'all have for this lady for no reason other than the fact that she's, in your book, hypersexual. And I just kind of feel like if her coochie is not giving you an STD, I don't know why you care. And I'm really annoyed at the way y'all slut shame and y'all watching other, y'all pussy watching. Stop pussy watching, bitch. Because honestly, every time a woman pussy watches another woman, I feel like you must want to eat it. You talking about, I like Megan. No, bitch, y'all must like Megan. Y'all must want to fuck Megan. Because her coochie is always in y'all mouth. And I just think it's weird. It's not my way. Let's move on. So, this story, because y'all, if y'all ain't gonna do nothing, girl, y'all gonna piss me off as soon as I get up in the morning, girl. If y'all ain't gonna do that, y'all always gonna piss me off as soon as I get up in the morning. Can y'all not be, hating on me and like the video, please? Like the video, please. The audacity to be calling something hypersexual when she was hyping for Tory Lanez. I will never understand why they're okay with men talking about pussy all the time, but as soon as a woman talks about her own pussy, now everybody's upset, right? And it's just really because y'all hate y'all mamas, y'all hate yourselves, and I am not arguing with crazy people. I use, a litmus test. If you really hate Megan Thee Stallion for no real reason, like you don't even know Megan in real life and you hate this lady like she done something to you when she was the one that got shot, that usually means that, I'm not fucking with you for real. Like, no, that's a litmus test for me. That tells me a lot about your mental. I can't really fuck with you. All right. So let's get into this story because a lot of y'all were confused. And so I'm hoping that a lot of you from my Instagram will come on over to YouTube so we can talk about this together, girl, so y'all can hear it for yourselves what this crazy ass lady said. And I pulled this is from her actual Instagram page. I first saw it on TikTok. Oprah was all over my TikTok this morning. And then when I came to Instagram, then this woman popped up. And I am like, I'm not on this woman's side. I don't even know her son. And I feel like you did something to your son, bitch. Like, your son mad for a reason. Because why is you acting like this? Let's listen.
I'm estranged from my 30-year-old son by choice. And what I do notice, even in the room, when the children were speaking, people were kind of nodding and agreeing with them. But the moment Christy started telling her side of the story, people were kind of like, you know what I'm saying? My platform speaks similar to hers on behalf of the parent because parents are suffering in silence. And when children become estranged, they are celebrated, they're supported, people rally behind them. But when their mother decides to go no contact with her child, she's demonized. Mm-hmm. And that's been my experience.
You made the decision.
And so before I even let Oprah finish, This annoyed me because automatically you are creating this comparison. And you don't really want to compare, because if you really wanted to compare, then I would tell you that the reason why we are more inclined to support the children is because the children haven't had the support the entire time, because they were what? They were what? Children. They were children. You were the parent, making you the person primarily responsible in the situation because you were the adult. And so, even though I don't know, y'all, I don't know this lady, I don't know her life. If you tell me that your son is abusive and your son is, don't know how to act and you not dealing with him, I'm not going to be mad at you. Men kill their moms. The fact that she's in this room clocking that people are more supportive of the children than the parents automatically makes me feel like you just want somebody to take your side over your sons. That's all this gave. You want somebody to tell you that it's okay for you not to deal with your abusive child. And I want to say, as the parent, you have got to be able to stand in whatever decision you make, just like the child has to stand in whatever decision they make. But specifically as the parent, who the fuck is checking you about you not wanting to deal with your son? And I don't give a fuck about no family members that's not paying my bills. I'm gonna let her continue though. But if my child is abusive towards me, there is not a thing that another family member can say to me that is going to make me put myself in harm's way. Oh, that's your child. No. And I swear to God, I think she lying. I swear to God, I think she lying. Because what often happens is you only have one mama. Ain't nobody telling you that you only got one child. Even if you do have one child, nobody says that shit. Nobody says that shit. It's always you only got one mama. You only got one mama. That's the only time we hear that shit. And I'm annoyed at the fact that you are policing everybody in the room to see how they're responding to these situations, as if maybe they heard something the mama said that they didn't like. Maybe they heard something that the mama said that triggered them. Because when I was listening to you talk, just the fact that you were making a comparison told me how immature you were as a parent. To me, this is an immature woman off rip. Because why are you comparing?
Decision to go no contact. Why with your son?
My son he's caused me verbal, emotional, physical trauma, and financial trauma for over 15 years now.
And you just decided enough.
2 years ago, he threatened my husband and myself, and I made a conscious decision that was the last straw.
Yeah.
Because he didn't get his way.
He didn't get his way.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't like that explanation. I don't like that explanation, even though I know grown adults that act like this with their parents, y'all. I'm not automatically calling her a liar, but it's the way she's going about expressing herself that tells me you're doing this for clout. Hey, Erica.
Has he respected the no contact?
No.
He has not.
No, he has not. He sends threats that if we don't unblock him, he just threatened my husband yesterday.
And so we can't get a restraining order? Because I would take it as far as to get a restraining order against your son.
As I got off a flight.
Yeah.
Saying if we don't unblock him, if I don't speak to him, he's going to do some harm to us.
Wow.
So that's been my experience. And
so you mean to tell me that your son has done all of this to you? He's threatened your husband, and she gonna go on to say that she doesn't get the father, like, because she went through a divorce. The father doesn't get along with the son either. So I want to understand who is making you feel bad about not wanting to be around a son that's threatening you. Who?
And parents don't go no contact for very small reasons. It takes a lot for a mother to make that conscious choice. And I've been experiencing this for over 15 years since his dad and I got a divorce, and I got remarried 18 years ago.
And you have a question?
My question is...
When she said, and you have a question, that's because, you have a question? To me, Oprah is clocking what you're here for. Oprah is clocking that you just want somebody to woo you in this situation.
Why are parents always demonized when they speak their truths?
Why are parents always demonized when they speak their truth? Can y'all please tell me when y'all have seen this? And I want to tell y'all that I especially find that I'm going to demonize you because a lot of times when y'all come to the internet, that automatically to me lets me know you're not here because you care about your kid. You here because you want attention from people feeling sorry for you. Like a lot of women, mothers, y'all have mastered that, oh, woe is me, pity me, feel bad for me. Like that's what you're giving right now. I even think Oprah clocked that. And so when I gave my commentary on this situation, and everybody is like, oh, she's probably hearing that she's wrong from other family members. And I'm like, but that's not what her issue is. Her issue is, why do we support children, but we don't support parents? Who said that we don't support parents when they go no contact with crazy ass kids? Who said that?
Or when they make a conscious decision to go no contact. But estranged children are celebrated and rallied. Yes, I am estranged.
Do y'all see what I'm saying? And she cut it off right there, because I wish somebody would say to her, and this is when I then knew that something was really wrong. So she has a podcast. So already she's up here trying to promote her own shit, right? But when I got into the comments and I saw, and I'm mad for some reason it's not letting me get into the comments. Hold up. Let me see. I don't know why it's not. Oh, she must have turned the comments off. She must have turned the comments off, because people were in the comments like just talking about how parents lie, how parents don't like to take accountability, how parents don't remember some of the things that they put their kids through because it was such a small thing to them, but a big thing to the kids, right? I simply said, the way that she's searching for validation on that show and in the comments, she's arguing with every person in the comments. She was arguing with them no matter what they said. And I showed y'all in my video where she commented to something that, to what I said about how she was seeking validation. And she said, asking for a logical friend, how am I seeking validation? And I really hate when people act as if I've said something that's not smart, when I know what I've said is smart, and you're mad that I clocked you. You're mad that I'm not falling into this abyss that you're trying to create with your victimhood. You are arguing as a mother. You are in the comments and you're on a fucking Oprah Winfrey podcast, bitch, complaining about your son, talking about your son. Then you in the comments doing, with your podcast, arguing with every single person that says something about what has actually happened with their abusive parents and why they have gone no contact. Parents have an entitlement to their kids. I'm not saying kids don't have entitlement, but I often feel like when it comes to not apologizing, a lot of us as Black people grew up with parents that felt like they were above us, so they didn't owe us apologies for when they were fucked up to us. That eats away at your self-esteem when you feel like you're not even deserving of an apology when you've been extremely hurt by your parents. So when everybody's in the comments saying what they want to say about this shit, and she says to me, asking for a logical friend, bitch, you're not logical. You're not logical, ma'am. You're a clout chaser. You want attention. You want to be a fucking victim. That's what's going on right here, okay? Because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. A lot of y'all don't want to hear this because y'all, we live in a new time. You are a parent. You're supposed to be more mature. You're supposed to talk to your family members, to the people around you about your children. I do not believe that you are supposed to take exact instances as they're happening and get your fucking ass on the internet to admonish your children and to do it in a way to get everybody on your side. I have talked about this several times. Super did it. Miss T did it. We've seen many times, Kai Sanat's girlfriend mama did it, and every single time something be wrong with you hoes. Because the mamas that actually care about their children are not getting on the internet to talk about it. They're going to talk to the aunties, they're going to talk to their friends, they're going to talk to their nigga, but they are not going to take their ass on the internet to talk about their children. Because they're more mature than that. Because they understand that their relationship with their children is between them. And as the adult, as the person that's older, as the person that's supposed to have more of an understanding of life, more in control of themselves, they should know that getting on the internet is only going to exacerbate the situation. Now, if you are somebody that does this, y'all know how I do this. I come up here, I talk my shit to y'all about things I've gone through in my life. Once I am removed from it, once I've healed from it. And then even if I have something on the day-to-day, y'all ain't never heard me get up here and talk about my relationship or what I'm going through privately on a day-to-day basis, because that's none of your fucking business. And because I respect my people, I respect who I have my relationships with, I'm not coming on the internet to scream and holler about whatever I'm going through with them. I'm going to deal with it on the end. And once I understand what I went through, I can come to y'all and talk to y'all about it. And then we can all share and learn from it together. But what I'm never going to do is get up here to come to shit on my people in front of a bunch of fucking strangers. There's a way to do things. There's a way to do things. And as a mother, if you, girl, I'm not even a mother. And if I feel like I'm going no contact with a family member because I don't like the way you responding to me, bitch, I ain't got to get on the internet and talk to nobody about it. I don't have to go and ask Oprah or even ask y'all for validation about why I decided to protect myself. I don't need nobody to validate me. And most mamas that I know whose kids ain't shit, they don't need nobody validation about it either. Everybody know their kid ain't shit. Everybody know their kid ain't shit. And most mamas that are really mature and they're not trying to gaslight, they're not trying to further abuse their kids and all of that shit, they will feel how they feel and leave it at that. You can feel however you want to feel. You could be upset, but I'm not going to act out of character. I'm not going to get on the internet begging for the validation of no other fucking adults when I can either deal with my child or not deal with them. Like, what do you mean? People probably saying stuff to her. So what? So what? People talk shit to me every single day. You think that mean I'm about to do something that I don't want to do because of it? And then I think I saw somebody, because the chat was moving a little back, a little fast. Somebody said something, you always on the side of the child. Yes, because the power dynamic tells me that you fucked that child up at some point and you just don't want to recognize the moment that you did it. Because they didn't raise you. You raised them. Because they didn't ask to be here. You got fucked and had a kid, not the other way around. So yes, I am going to lean more on the side of children because y'all don't respect children. Y'all don't really care about children. And y'all feel like children are objects for y'all to control and abuse. That girl Lala story should have told y'all that. So many women talking about, it's my child. I bought the clothes. I brought you in this world, girl. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how much you think you own a person that's your child. I don't care how much you think you own that person. I don't. But I know that y'all don't respect these kids. I know that you feel like because you're in a hierarchical situation, they are always supposed to be bowing to you. They're always supposed to be praising you, and they should accept all of your abuse and just be happy because you gave them a roof over their head, as if, any of y'all, because a lot of y'all don't care about being parents. Y'all didn't read no books. Y'all were not intentional. Y'all didn't set nothing up. Y'all didn't save no money. Y'all just got fucked. A lot of y'all. Not all. I know there, a lot of, women that plan their pregnancies, or at least if they did get pregnant, they were prepared for whatever would come. Not talking about y'all. I am talking about people that the truth of the matter is you probably shouldn't have had the child, but you had it anyway. And you showed that child that you didn't really want them. You showed that child how you felt about them when they were younger. And now that they're an adult and they're a fucking monster, you want to cry to somebody. Bitch, you made the child. You made the child, bitch. The child didn't make you. You made the child. And again, the way people handle situations will tell you a lot. And as a parent, to me, her getting up here to talk the way she did, her arguing with every single person in her fucking comments, 787 comments, y'all. That lady was commenting on every comment. And that's because she can't take the fact that people don't agree with her. She can't take it. Why can't you take it? Why can't you just deal? Like even a comparison, y'all. Why is she comparing? Why is it that people are just so nice to the kids and so mean to the moms, to the parents? Because a lot of us were kids and we remember, a lot of us know that y'all don't be caring about these kids. And in the moments when y'all are going through it and it's just y'all and them kids, y'all will abuse those children because those children have no one else to run to. Y'all will abuse those children because they are under your supervision and you have power over them because of the hierarchical way that we raise children and we raise families. You will have done something at some point that will have made that child feel like shit. Now, at the end of the day, boy children are very perplexing. So you get a new man and now all of a sudden your son feeling ownership over your coochie. Ma'am, I feel like the mothers that have done the best they can and they children still doing all of that, child Whitley Gilbert. Bye, son. Bye, son. And if you don't stop texting me and calling me like this, I'm going to get a restraining order and I'm going to lock your ass in jail if you decide to come up around my house acting a fool. I know y'all love y'all kids and all of that, but a lot of the times you don't love them enough to apologize to them, and you don't love them enough to think ahead when it comes to parenting them. So by the time we get to this point and they doing all of this, please love yourself enough to call the cops and to be okay with going no contact. Hello? Like, the fuck? Like, I'm so sorry, parents. I'm so sorry. But more of y'all are abusive than y'all like to admit. And y'all get mad when people get online talking about it because you don't like to feel bad about how y'all be abusing these fucking kids. Kids have small brains. They're not just like you. They don't understand what you understand. And y'all really be out here, nah, because they fucking trying me. Bitch, she is 11. She's 12. She's a child. You need to calm the fuck down. Speaking of niggas that ain't shit, I see y'all in the comments. What a Brian McKnight clip at? I did want to play that clip because he was talking all of that shit about how I've never loved her. I never loved her. I never loved my wife. I never loved her. I had 2-3 kids with her. Yeah, I couldn't remember whether it was 2 or 3. I thought they had 3 kids, but I guess they just had the 2 boys, and then he had that girl outside out of wedlock, and she kind of, I guess, maybe included that child. Girl, I don't know. Either way, let's listen to Brian McKnight talk to us. I gotta cover it up a little bit, y'all. You know, WZUP, y'all ain't about to get me.
One and only Brian McKnight. What's up, Brian? Tell us a little something about your next project.
Well, first, I'd like to say hi to my 2 sons, BJ and Nico, and my wife, Julie, and just say thank you for 4 wonderful years.
4 years? That's how long you been with your wife? I mean, how long till parole? You hear this, people?
Okay, how long to parole? Y'all, this is just the 90s. I think it's so funny how back then, the way black men used to talk about marriage like it was the worst thing, like it was going to jail, it's being locked down. Now y'all get a generation of women that don't want to get married, and now you niggas want traditional women. Y'all niggas is all over the place.
So you're not married?
Oh, man, come on, man, nah. Free man, Brian, okay? Huh? Clink, clink, nah.
That's too bad, see, because tonight when I get home, we're going to tuck the kids in bed, then my wife and I'll share a romantic dinner, and then cap off the evening by making love. Now, what are you going to do tonight, Martin?
How do you juggle it all? First, you're a dad.
I am a dad first, but I have a wonderful woman at home that understands what I do. So she ends up being both parents a lot of the time. So my hat has to continually go off to her. And I try to be there to do all the things I possibly can.
I'm married, I have children, and it's an okay thing. You know? Yeah. I don't think that the women out there who are my fans like me less because of that fact.
No. The U-Turn CD, which is your latest, is kind of almost a message album for you. What were some of the issues that you were trying to work out?
I finally have a record with U-Turn that every single song, each song is something that I've actually gone through, and every single song. On this album, it was definitely straight from my heart and things that I was dealing with at that time.
What was the most powerful cut for you on the CD?
It's kind of like ask me which one of my sons I love more. You know, I love them all the same. Well, my 2 boys, BJ is my oldest, Brian Jr., and Nico, his younger brother. I'm the most proudest dad on the planet Earth. I want to thank my wife, Julie, my boys, BJ and Nico, for...
He never loved her, though, y'all. The kids weren't made in love, and he never loved her. Just used her as a way to endear the public to him.
The sacrifice they make for me to be able to do what I do.
Not the sacrifice. Not the sacrifice.
The one and only Brian.
Wow. How times have changed, y'all. Now let's go over to another crazy nigga. Now mind you, I haven't listened to any of this yet, but I imagine the nigga is crazy because the nigga looks crazy. Okay, where is Sammy? Just in the shit. Girl, I wish that I could spend time with you each and every day. Paying all my love emotions, that thing that got me going. And I don't know when it is to let you know you're my girl, to let you know you're my baby. I didn't always say you would stay around. I'm always there. Oh, yeah. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to start with this one. My bad.
The movie Sinners was about a young man that they called Little Sammy. It was spelled the same way my name is spelled, not with the Y. Sammie. And had he not been singing in that juke joint, the devil would have never stopped to come disrupt that party. So have I seen Sinners? I am led to believe that that movie was mirrored, indirectly or directly, of my life. When I watched it, I cried. The movie Sinners.
Nigga laughed at him. To me, the way you know this nigga crazy is the way he... Okay, hold up, my lash thing. Okay, like, nigga crazy. All right, hold on. Let me find the other one. But that's him talking about how Sammy was, you know, in his likeness. And y'all do recall that recently his baby mama said that he put his hands on her. And I believe she posted pictures and shit of bruises, if I remember correctly. Because y'all know I talk about so much stuff up here. I can't always remember everything. But I definitely recall that. And he was saying that it wasn't him and, you know, he didn't do nothing to her. And I was just like, nigga, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, nigga. I don't believe you. Nigga, you're not believable. Nigga, you're not believable. Here it is.
Imagine.
He put his glasses on. He might not really be able to see, but most of the time when niggas put glasses on, I feel like they just been wanting you to think that they smarter than they actually are.
Them getting bailed out of jail. And then when you get your phone back, you have text from this other woman that's like, hey, he's coming now. I need you to get to Charlotte. Oh, okay. I didn't have my phone, sweetheart. I was in a situation last night. But let me get on this flight and go get to you guys. And I fly to Charlotte to give birth to my son. His name is Legend. So the anger...
Oh, Lord, y'all know y'all love naming these children shit that y'all wish y'all could live up to.
When she saw that mother post her experience of his birth on Instagram, led her to...
So you saying that girl lied on you with pictures and evidence of bruises and shit because she saw you being there for another woman's pregnancy in a way that you were not there for hers? Aha.
Say, oh... I'm already losing my family and you think you about to go play house here? Yeah. I'm gonna ruin you. That's why this happened. I had already been out of jail for a week, bro. Me and Tiana been back in the crib with the kids, chilling. And I gotta be honest, when you talk about broken homes, I wasn't proud of myself for putting myself in the position that I did.
And also, y'all, this right here, the forehead, the way he is squinching his eyebrows in his head, y'all. This is a nigga that wants you so deeply. He wants you so deeply to fall for whatever lie he's telling you. And so when he squints his eyebrows like that, it's supposed to be in order for you to like really believe what he's saying is the truth.
With the second mother of my child, I wasn't sure if I could show up because I'm not with her. We don't date. We just did some adult things.
So you're still fucking her, but you're saying you don't date her, but that's your child's mother. You were in the house with her when you got the info on the new baby, and now you're like, but she's losing. Like, do y'all hear this nigga? He's basically telling us that he's still fucking his baby mama, but then acting like he's not, and she's losing her family, so she's flipping out when he goes to be there for the other woman. Really? Explain the bruises, my nigga.
And I have to be an adult and a man and stand up for
Yeah, the fake accountability. Yes, Jay.
my 3-week-old son, whose name is Legend. And I'm proud now that I'm there for him. And that's some of the hurt and the brokenness that you're seeing Tiana do right now. That's the truth. It's not about the domestic dispute. Again, no one was harmed, brother. No one was punched, kicked, thrown downstairs. It wasn't that.
It was emotional hurt.
She's experiencing, and I respect it. I understand that is hurtful. We didn't have a baby. I didn't have a baby on her. But while I was broken up, living my life, I created another child.
That nigga is crazy. Hold up, y'all. Let me see if I can find just as a quick reminder of what we saw from Sam. Because now I'm remembering them being on the stairs. And I don't think she ever said that he threw her down the stairs. It was the way, I believe, he threw an iPad at her. Let me see. Doctor. If I could find it. Because I know I reported on it, but y'all know how I be trying to find the videos real quick on TikTok. Okay, hold up. But a lot of young men, I feel like y'all have a hard time
Woman is behind
when
bars.
you don't make it the way you wanted to. Mother of R&B singer Sammy arrested on charges of second-degree murder and shooting into a vehicle, allegedly killing 27-year-old mother and mother. Okay, so I just pulled up something I didn't even mean to pull up. He did whatever that lady said he did. He did whatever that lady said he did because his mama shot into a vehicle and killed a 27-year-old wife and mother of 2. So if your mama is crazy, it would make sense for you to be crazy as well. It would, y'all. It would. So that's just one of the fucking stories. Wait. Let me find one that actually, coincides with what we talking about with him. Let me see. What's this?
Hey, my wonderful sweet babies. We're going to talk about this woman here.
Say what? Ex-rapper seemingly alleged that Sammy made her run through the woods naked before having sex. It was, girl, what? Girl, what?
Describes that the person winky. She and unheard. For myself,
I believe it. She looked crazy, but I believe it. Let me see. Hold up, what's this? Getting women to vouch for you and using God as a cover-up after your BM exposed years of DV is truly sick. Child, let me pull it up. Y'all, that's crazy. Like the video, please. Okay, so get Sammy the help he needs. Let's see. What does it say? We just getting started. This speed bump ain't stopping nada in Jesus' name. What'd I tell y'all? Let's see. You looked and sounded great. That mic was on. So y'all know he started performing again. Get Sammy the help he needs, y'all. Let me see. Okay. I was trying to see if they was gonna have those pictures of the abuse in this. No, same few clips. Okay, hold up. Let me see. Girl, that mama look crazy as a motherfucking Bessie bug. Do you hear me? That mama look crazy. I'm so mad it's not easy for me to find. Why is it da? Oh, here it go. Somebody else talking. I just be on the phone.
So, girl, I wish that I can spend time with you each and every day. Or better known as Mr. Kiss Me Through the Phone, being arrested for DV.
Y'all
and
see
of
the
course,
marks?
y'all don't believe her because of who Sammy is. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Even if she was to still go back to him, y'all see the bruises. Y'all see the... Look at the mugshot, like look at the proof in the pudding. She posted everything, and she didn't even post it from her page. She posted all of the evidence from like a burner page. But y'all know the blog's gonna pick it up, and I'm glad they did. Because let the whole world know who this man really is. She posted what he did to her. She posted his charges. And she posted what he said to her when she told him that she would go public with the whole abuse. I don't know about y'all, or maybe I'm just not hip to technology, but you cannot fake this document. Like, she's posting everything, what happened, the receipts of him literally throwing a tablet at her. Now, even though it didn't hit her, but you can tell that he is definitely very violent.
Yes.
Like I said, the proof.
Yes. Child. He did it. Lock him up. Next case. Okay, that nigga did that shit. When he threw that iPad at her, I was like, oh, that nigga crazy. That nigga's ill. And I don't know why y'all are always questioning these niggas being, unhinged, when quite a number of them are, in fact, unhinged. I don't get it. I don't get the confusion. I don't get why we fighting and arguing and shit. Now let's get into Keenyah. I want to get into Keenyah. What happened with Keenyah? Because I don't know. I've seen it and I want to talk about it. Okay, I synced it. Former America's Next Top Model star Keenyah Hill threatens to sue Plaque Boy Max on IG Live, all because he wouldn't kiss her on live stream. Mind you, she didn't even know who he was. I saved this because, yes, ho, is you cool. Let's watch.
I'm sorry, but I'm from America's Next Top Model, and I didn't know who you are, but you're out here talking about black excellence.
Yes.
What are you promoting?
So I'm a streamer, I also make music. I don't know if you know who Fred Again is and Skepta. I have a song nominated for a Grammy with them, Victory Lap.
Really?
Yes. And I am nominated for Streamer of the Year. Music streamer, best stream series, best stream collab.
How do I support you?
Right here, support black business. What's your name?
Should I put you on my stories right
Yes,
now?
yes, yes, you should.
Support your black business?
100%.
We're here with
Plaque Boy Max. Plaque Boy Max. Y'all know what time it is. All platforms.
all platforms. You
Make
gotta
sure y'all
support
vote.
him.
Oh, upside down. Make sure y'all vote. Vote. Exercise the right MLK fought for. Vote.
Period.
All platforms, Grammys, and Streamer of the Year. Let's do it. Come on.
Okay, are you gonna give me a little smooch?
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
You know what?
I can't. Love though. I'm out. Oh my God. What the fuck just happened?
And you guys.
And now, and this is what you get. This is what you get. This is what you get. Because that's the type of nigga that you don't give your platform to. He don't even know who she is. He don't know who she is. And when she says you want to give me a little smooch, it's because if he would have kissed her on the cheek, you could tell the way she was holding the phone, it would have been like something a boomerang. Mwah, like that. But he said no, and she said, no, I respect it. She said, I respect it. She didn't say, oh, give me a kiss. And then the way he walked away as if she had just done something that was so oh my God, what was that? It was the way she was holding the phone and her cheek was out. And he was very close to her. Okay? Let me let this continue though, because I want to hear what she has to say. But I feel like they acted as if in the moment she was like, what you mean you're not gonna give me a kiss? She said, I respect it. And you the one that I feel like was gassing it a bit. I need to keep watching. I'm gonna keep watching. I'm ready to go in on her. Please understand. I'm ready to go in on her because that's what I thought I was gonna be here to do.
You guys were filming stuff obnoxiously with every single person who recognized him. I don't even know this guy. I literally am running an empire right now and have no clue who. I don't have X and don't even have the time to log in and sign up. So I walked up to you after his little outburst. He probably don't even date black women. But I said to you guys very clearly, please don't use that footage. And I don't know what collegiate level you guys are at, if you guys went to college or whatever. But I asked you not to use that footage. Not only did you use the footage, but out of everybody there, you talked to a lot of people. We heard you a mile away. That was the only footage that you used.
Well, duh, Keenyah. Duh. I sparingly know who that young man is, but anytime people are out in public doing all that to stream, all of that performing and acting a fool in public for, clicks and views and all of that, I was just like, girl, Why would you even go up to him? Why would you not just go on about your way and ignore him? Why did you want to support him? Why? Because to me, I can look at him and tell he's looking for an opportunity to embarrass some black woman on social media.
And I verbally told you not to use it. I have so many things going on right now.
Right. Y'all be quick to jump on Matt. Girl, calm down. Ain't nobody do nothing to this nigga.
That I don't have time to take you to court, but I dare you. I dare you to try me, because now you are taking up my time. This 3 minutes that it's taken to post this, I could have been making money. So your new fame, his Instagram, I don't even know who.
Why would you then walk up to him and start talking to him then? I don't get it.
Gave him the.
No, Max isn't like that. I'll give you another creator that showed the whole video.
Idea.
Are you really gonna tell me that I feel like I've seen him before? I'm not really sure, but I definitely feel like I've seen him do some weird shit before. I'm giving it credence that she embarrassed herself in this situation by even walking up to him. But I do think, you know, like, you like him or something? Like, what does he do that you like?
Do you know the connotation behind the word plaque? And I don't know if this is maybe a different kind of plaque that you're talking about. Maybe it's a different one.
Well, don't be elitist now, because you should have been elitist before you walked up to him. That's what I thought. I thought he was a troll. I thought he was somebody that goes up and acts a fool in public and streams it. Like, I thought that's what it was. That's why I'm like, what do you mean he's not like that? Not like what?
But the first thing I thought.
Not looking for an opportunity to play out a black woman on social media for clicks and views? All of these streaming niggas are. What do you mean? I ain't seen a streaming nigga yet. Keenyah was weird. Yeah, she weird. And after he walked off, she said, I wasn't going to let him kiss me anyway. Okay. That was her trying to save face, because he acted like it was such a disgusting thing for her to say, you want to give me a little smooch. Like, it meant on the cheek. She meant, do you want to give me a little smooch on the cheek for the content? He said no, and the way he walked off was as if she was trying to force coochie on him or something. And she said, well, I mean, I respect it. And to me, he was already acting like she was forcing herself on him. But again, she played herself, because you shouldn't even engage with that nigga, is how I feel.
Because I don't think he has any real plaques. Was plaque on your teeth, okay? You maybe want to understand the connotation and the vibration that certain words carry through society. I don't give a damn about who you think you are or any of your followers. But he walked away.
I'm just commenting because I don't think it's right that people are trying to skew it like he disrespected a black woman when she was simply being entitled about some little boy denying a kiss. Yeah, that's not how I see it. I really don't see it that way. And like you said, I haven't seen the rest of the video.
Away from me so disrespectfully.
But to me, like, the way he responded off rip, like, was like, why are you, what I just saw before she said anything else, the way he responded, he acted as if it was like she was forcing herself on him when she asked, do you want to give me a little kiss? And he's like, no, like, what the fuck? What was that? Like, he overreacted to the situation, and I felt like it was meant to embarrass her and make her feel like, girl, you're gross for asking for a kiss on the cheek. Like, that's what I feel like was happening. But also, again, I do agree, like, why would you even walk up to this real, you know, squared ass nigga? I wouldn't even walk up to him. I wouldn't engage with him. I wouldn't give him my platform. So I could definitely say something's wrong with Keenyah for even doing that. He's 22 and she's 42. She should have just walked. I mean, did she not just walk away? I'm confused. Did she not?
It doesn't matter about America's Next Top Model. You don't ever depart from a real woman in that nature. Ever. You played yourself. And good luck with that Grammy. Good luck. I really genuinely hope you get it. Because that's probably...
You played yourself. You played yourself, girl. I don't know why y'all can't. And see, I don't know why y'all can't see these little weird niggas coming. You know what I'm saying?
Going to be the...
That was weird, though. Woman you don't know asking. She said, do you want to give me a kiss on the cheek? I don't feel like it's the same. And I also feel like y'all are trying to act like, oh, he's 20 something, she's 40 something. Like, what's your point? What is a kiss on the cheek? Like, y'all I think I think that we love to act as if women are doing the same thing as men when these moments happen. But I don't know. I feel like y'all are low key gassing it the way he did, but I also feel like I'm not exactly on her side in this. Like, she looks dumb to me too.
Height of everything that you get, but that's not none of my business. It's between you and God.
Hi, I'm sorry.
He's not a little boy. Where are y'all getting this little boy shit from?
I'm from America's Next Top Model, and I didn't know who you are, but you're out here talking about black excellence.
Yes.
What are you promoting?
So I'm a streamer, you know. I also make music. I don't know if you know who Fred again is and Skepta. I have a song nominated.
Yeah, I wasn't even giving that nigga my time. Like, you walking up to him because you want to make sure people are seeing you because you looking for clout. That's what I do feel. However, what he did with the kiss, it was overly dramatic. But that's the reason why you don't give niggas like that your time. Because they are looking for a way to make you look weird. Like, I don't really, you know, I know y'all may not feel that way in the comments, and we can agree to disagree. It's not a big deal. But I do feel like, yeah, no, I do feel like he was on some weird shit. Like, he was over dramatizing the situation. Asking someone if they would like to kiss you on the cheek is not the same thing as asking, like, you know, for pussy or something. Like,
You already know.
I don't know. I feel like it wasn't that serious, and he was being very dramatic about it in order to make her look stupid.
What's going?
Bondi will put a story in a spin cycle. Oh, well, he got me, y'all. He got me. I'm spinning it. I'm spinning it, y'all. I'm spinning it. I'm looking at what I'm seeing, but somehow I'm spinning it. I'm just peeping out what I see, but I'm spinning it, I guess.
Going on, okay? Beautiful day in LA.
Mind you, I'm saying she's a weird ass bitch, but I'm also clocking that he's a weird little nigga that was overreacting in the moment. That's not suitable enough. I can't see the issue with both people. I have to pick one in order for me not to be putting this story in a rinse cycle for you guys. Wow. Why do y'all hate watch me? Why do y'all hate watch me so much? Like, cause whenever y'all make comments like that, I'm just like, why do you watch me? Like, what's that about? I don't watch people I don't like. Like, as soon as you say some shit that I don't really like, I'm not watching you. Like, I block people all the time. Like, if I see you say, girl, sometimes people be popping up on my timeline saying shit that I don't agree with, or, you know, weird bitch shit, girl, block. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you.
It's been a little rainy, so super excited about this. This new generation.
That's what I thought. His content is clowning people while being a clown. That's what I thought. Like, that's what I thought. When I see his face, I remember seeing him as somebody that I think is a clown. Hey, Scotty. What's going on, boo? Nah, she's weird for overreacting for sure. And he's weird and being, yeah, they're both weird, y'all. I feel like, I don't know why we can't be like they're both weird. Stay out the comment. No, I'm not staying out of my comments. They're my comments. This is why I go live, because I want to also like talk to y'all. I don't mind going back and forth with people. I'm a Gemini. Like, this is my job.
Y'all need some help. The fact that some people have found my family members' phone numbers, including my mother, okay, mi madre, and are texting threats is unacceptable and deplorable, okay? I'm gonna leave the text here, but this is nasty. This is nasty. This was never my intention. This was never, ever any of my intention at all. And
I'm gonna tell y'all what she was doing. They doing too much, as I knew that they would, but this is why you don't give these little stupid ass niggas your time. And y'all in the comments, she's 40, he's 22. I need for y'all to fucking cut it out. I need for y'all to cut it out, because to be honest, I feel like y'all are always trying to get a gotcha. Y'all are always trying to find a situation where y'all can make it seem like women are doing the same shit that men are doing. And this is not one of those situations. Pulling out my phone, should we put it on the gram? Okay. All right. Yeah. You want to give me a kiss on the cheek? I respect it. She said I respect it. Like, I don't get it. I feel like they're doing too much. I feel like she's a weirdo, because I would have never even walked up to that weird ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. Oh, you're talking about black excellence. As soon as I would have heard him talking about black excellence, I'd have been looking at that nigga like, weird ass nigga. Like, whenever somebody's talking about black excellence, I'm all in 2025, girl, get the fuck out of my face with that stupid ass shit. Get out of here with that. Okay? Child. But to me, this is somebody, what you thought, you know, she walks up to him because it's like, oh, I'm going to help you. You're going to help me. He looks familiar. He might be a streamer. That's why she walks up to him. I'm Keenyah from America's Next Top Model. Like, girl, that's lame as fuck. That's lame as fuck. That's why you got played out like this. Because y'all have to learn discernment. You have to learn to stop giving access to yourself from weird ass dudes like this. But of course, he's gonna have fans that are gonna take it to the extreme.
You want me to kiss you on your cheek because you saw it was lit. You saw it was getting nominated for shit. You wanted to steal my cameraman. I didn't want to kiss you, and then after I didn't want to kiss you, now you're threatening to sue me. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, no, she said that she didn't want you to use the footage because you embarrassed her. And so instead of realizing that that's why you should never talk to that nigga in the first place, she asked y'all not to use the footage. She should have known that y'all weren't going to listen to her and that y'all was still going to use the footage. So she's still continuing to be like in this delusional la-la land as far as I'm concerned. But to me, he very much intended to make this a bigger moment than it was.
Combo is over. There's no arrogance. There's no nothing. Love to you and your family or whatever you got going on. But shit, I didn't want those cheeks. I didn't want those lips. I wasn't trying to do that. Shout out to you. That's all it takes. That's it. That's all right? Anyways.
Like, why is he even playing that fucking dramatic ass music in the background?
Guys, we off. This ain't make no sense.
Hi, I'm sorry, but
Okay. So did we bypass the video where she said he should be lucky to be in the presence of a real woman like herself? I don't agree that his fans are harassing his fans are harassing her. And honestly, like, you know, like, what do you mean? Like, what am I supposed to get from that? So a woman says he should be so lucky that I would even give him attention from me. Like, what am I supposed to feel? Am I supposed to feel like she shouldn't feel that way about herself with this weird ass nigga? When I'm saying, if you really felt like that, you wouldn't have gave him your attention from jump, and you shouldn't have. And you played yourself, Keenyah. Like, he's dragging it. I don't know what the fuck she thought she was getting out of it. All attention is not good attention. All clout is not good clout. He looks like he was out there talking to people, and so she walks up to engage with him because she's also a social media person. Like, you know, obviously it was, okay, let's have a little cute social media moment, and he made it weird by acting like she was doing something that was like skeevy or something, and it really wasn't even all of that. To me, he overblew it. And I wouldn't even been trying to talk to that weird ass nigga. So she weird for even wanting to talk to him, as far as I'm concerned. He's weird. She's weird. Next case. All right. Mooney Long. Oh my God, y'all. So I didn't have my glasses on when I saw this originally. I didn't realize that this wasn't Mariah Carey. Y'all don't be Delulu. I would never disrespect Queen Mariah. Forever a lamb.
How we dress in that. Oh, yes, this is what I'm here for. Hold on right there.
What will you be gracing us with today, Miss MC?
Well, you have that cute number, Delulu.
So, what do you find the time?
Darling, I don't acknowledge time.
Oh, please, it would be my pleasure.
Oh, I'm delusional. Maybe you should do it something like that.
Oh, anything else?
Maybe no overhead lighting.
Yeah, this was hilarious.
I'm not getting paid enough to be here. Am I getting paid?
I just don't like when other people sing my songs.
This was cute.
Man, can y'all believe MC came to my rehearsal today? Because I'm that girl. And you are? Yeah.
I'm that girl, but we love everyone.
Thank you. Man.
This was cute. This was cute. This was slightly shady. To me, it was slightly shady. Like, y'all know the backstory, right? The backstory is that she performed a tribute to Mariah, and Mariah was looking like she didn't like it, right?
Trying to keep it together, but I'm falling apart. I'm feeling all out of my element.
Throwing things reflected in the song, ain't even half of what I'm feeling inside. back in my life, baby. When you left, I lost a part of me. It's still so hard to believe. Come back in my heart. Okay. Wait, was this part? Who's gonna speak on the time get right? Who's gonna talk to me on the phone till the sun comes up? Who's gonna take your place? There ain't nobody better. This the part. We belong together, baby. What you love just a part of me. This is so hard to believe. Come back, baby, please. I'm sorry. Baby. Oh, okay. Okay. So I ain't gonna lie, I like the way Money did it. I like the way Money did it. So beyond grateful for these two gorgeous uber talents. And so Mariah was showing love. Mooney Long response to critics over her tribute. I didn't choose that. She asked me to do it. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Mariah said she loved her. Mariah finally reveals the truth behind her viral reaction. I love Mooney, but I just don't like when people doing my songs. And honestly, she redid it in a way that it wasn't your way. And I like the way she did it. I like the way Money did it. And some people feel like that. So the comments were like, that lady looks so much like Mariah. No, that shit is hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie. I laughed once. I laughed because I realized that wasn't Mariah. At first I thought it was Mariah and I thought they were like collabing, like somebody in the comments said. But yeah, I liked it. I like the way she sang it. She does have a deeper voice, which means she has to change the key. But I liked it. And I think this is funny. I also like, as much as I love Mariah and ever since Rainbow would consider myself like somewhat of a lamb. And I said somewhat because I don't do fanaticism. I don't care who you are. I'm not a fanatic of anybody. And you know, I grew up on Eminem and Stan. My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Y'all know, like, dear Stan, y'all be doing too much. And I don't feel like that about it. However, Mariah recently has pissed me off. So now I don't feel so protective. Back in the day, y'all remember when Mariah first started having performances that were like, what happened with the vocals? And I was like, y'all better leave Mariah alone, okay? Leave Mariah alone. Mariah had excellent vocal performances for like at least 2 or 3 decades, okay? And then just this last little decade started fucking up a little bit at shows. And then we start seeing that I'm gonna do the best with what I got, Mariah, way more often than we were used to, girl. And then she had a baby with that weird, she had 2 babies with that weird nigga. And then I'm like, now I gotta, you know, like, girl, something was obviously wrong with you, Mariah. Like, look at all of these mistakes you've made. And then I saw her popping out with Israel. And then she did the Sephora commercial. And at this point, I don't give a fuck about Money Long making fun of Mariah Carey at this point. Because y'all, it's different. I'm sorry. It's not the same that it used to be. I know a lot of celebrities feel like they can be like they were back in the day where they didn't have to make any statements. They didn't have to pick a side. And I just kind of feel like that's not good enough for me right now, y'all. I think things are extremely fucked up. And when I see celebrities that grew up poor decide that they're so rich that they can no longer identify with us, I no longer identify with you. So I don't give a fuck. So if anybody else wants to make fun of Mariah, if it's funny enough, I might post it. I don't care. Y'all are rich. I'm not. Y'all can suck my dick. Okay? Let's move on. Now let's move over to her ain't shit ass baby daddy.
For a man, there's confidence in knowing how to fight.
That's real.
Just at being a protector, being able,
Oh, it's another podcast of ignorant people. We could tell by what Nick has on. He's about to say something dumb, y'all. He has on a salmon-colored do-rag, okay? I probably have this exact same do-rag.
was a very, very small child.
Yeah.
And I had all of the taekwondo and all that, and that helped me and gave me a sense of confidence. But it didn't happen until I got into a couple of fights, and I was like, oh, I'm
But see,
nice.
that's the thing.
I can
Yeah.
You gotta know what getting punched in the face
It's
feels
different.
like.
The kids are different now. It sounds
They
like you
shouldn't be, though.
It sounds like you learned how to fight because you had to fight. You don't have to fight.
Again, I don't tell nobody how to raise their kids, but just at some point, the confidence in a man of knowing how to throw your hands it helps you in life.
I can believe that.
Sir,
You know-
he's 3.
Yeah, well,
It's some nigga shit. I'm not saying that men. I think everybody should know how to defend themselves, women and men. I think all of the classes y'all put niggas in to defend themselves, girls need to be in those exact same classes since we're all defending ourselves against the same people. Men. But ultimately, I feel like Nick is just, oh my God, like you just want Nick to grow out of needing niggas' validation at some point. My God.
I teach him.
Just
hey,
turned 3.
Boom, right in the chest. What's happening?
Uh-huh.
And he throw it back.
Yeah.
I just want people to be like, well, them cannons coming, they gonna fuck you up. You see them cannons?
You're punching your kid in the chest so you can make sure that he can fight people on top of the fact that y'all are rich. So you need them to be able to beat people ass and be rich. See, rich people used to be like, I don't have to deal with this. I'm calling the cops. I'm going to sue you. That's what rich people do. Rich people don't usually have to have to fight. And they can pay people to fight for them. That's what rich people do. So you just want your rich kids to be out here fighting everybody so that you don't feel like your kids are punks? I don't know. Feels like child abuse and immaturity, and that Mariah should make sure that, her kids tell her blow by blow what happened when they come back from their daddy.
Your kids strapped up in kindergarten to the chair because they know he a killer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'd rather.
Like, why he gotta sit like that?
I'd rather raise a bully.
Cannons come through.
Exactly. I'd rather raise a bully than my child to be bullied.
And I hate that for you. I hate that for you because it's like y'all just want to continue to make fucked up people. Like y'all just want us to continue to live in an environment where we're being abused. Because that's what that sounds like to me. You want your kid to be a bully? Why? I'd rather my kid be, I don't ever want I hate a bully. I hate a bully. I want you to learn how to beat the bully's ass, but I don't ever, ever, ever want you to think being a bully is an adequate response to some shit. And a lot of times y'all use bullying out of context, but swear up and down that I do because I said somebody's parent was bullying them. Yeah, bitch, your parents do bully you. They called it something else, but it's bullying. Okay? But I hate this shit, bruh. Because honestly, this is why y'all kids be getting shot up in these schools and shit. Because y'all are at home raising them to be bullies to kids that may not always be able to fight back, but guess what they gonna be able to do? Come to school with a fucking gun. It's like no matter how much time goes by and we learn from certain things, like we learn from how beating your kids causes all of these issues. They become more violent. It causes brain damage. It makes it hard for children to be able to deal with their own emotions when y'all respond with violence every time they do something wrong, and a lot of parents do. We learned that. Y'all still not listening. Y'all still online all the time trying to act like gentle parenting is the problem, when really abusive parenting is the problem. And gentle parenting doesn't mean not doing anything. It just means not rushing to abuse your children, thinking that hitting them, making them feel fear is the only way to make them listen to you. Sometimes you have to, especially when they're very young, right? But fear doesn't always have to be actually hitting them. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's just a lot of people that are not prepared to be parents. And because they're not prepared to be parents, because they don't actually try to be better parents, it's just like, oh, well, I'm just going to abuse my kid. And I don't want to be, reading any books. I don't want to be trying anything new. I just want to be able to hit them and them act right. And everybody's fine with that. Oh, these kids going to hate y'all. And they going to go no contact. And then y'all going to get on the internet and cry to us like a bunch of bitches. Let's continue on because I want to do that. Did y'all see this, y'all? So Prima Donna, y'all know Prima Donna got all them cooking supplies and shit, right? Prima Donna is selling the juiciest seasoned turkey you'll ever taste for $750. Says customers can make 4 payments if needed. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all raggedy hoes spend $750 on a fucking turkey, I'm cursing everybody out. Because ultimately, if you spend $750, somebody should be catering half the fucking dinner, not just the turkey. And honestly, it don't even cost enough money. Like the way all you got to do is brine. All you have to do is brine the goddamn turkey, brine it, infuse it with shit, put shit inside of it, put shit all on top of it, butter it up real good, leave it in the refrigerator overnight, okay? If you can do 8 hours plus, that's ideal. But you brine it in a bag, bitch. Then you take it out and you put it in a goddamn oven. I would suggest putting it on 350 for the first hour, and then after that, put it on 400 until it's done. All of what I just told y'all could do would never cost you $750. So to me, this is just you taking advantage of people being lazy in a way that I can't deal with. Like, really? $750? Y'all, this is why I can't stand some of these hoes, right? There are a few girls on the internet that give scammer, but because they sold y'all some product, they came out with some seasoning, they had some waist trainers, they sell hair, like they hustlers, and they might be black women that y'all admire, so y'all be wanting to support their businesses and all of that. I just told y'all that the Ghetto Girl Eats is what's being used to season the fucking crab cakes. But $750 for one fucking turkey is extremely ridiculous. It's extremely ridiculous. I would honestly, if she told me $250, I would feel like that's I could take that. Because then I'm expecting you to cook the shit and then me to just pick it up cooked. But you telling me that $750 for a pre-marinated, uncooked turkey. Yeah, she better get the fuck out my face. I'm just saying, I don't know why they gotta be so scammery, right? It's just real scammery. It's a lot of scammery. Let's move on. Did y'all see this, y'all? Okay. So y'all, this video apparently is old, but Monique was seen getting licked by her former radio co-host, Jason Weems. Now, apparently he's married. The only reason I feel like he couldn't have really been married is because she's recording all of this. Child, that look like when you've been with a nigga that's not sexually satisfying you. You get with a nigga that can fuck. Girl, you don't know how to act. You don't know how to act. I'm emotional. Y'all, this was June 27, 2024. And from what I understand, the video and all that was from 2023. But I'm not sure. Today is my 15th wedding anniversary, but I had no intention of posting anything because marriage requires an effort that I don't believe social media contains the emotional intelligence to truly appreciate. Boy, what? The fuck you talking about? Then what you talking to us for? The hell? So now everybody is questioning, was you fucking him when he was still with his wife? Or was you fucking with him when you was still married since y'all was working at the radio station together? Yeah, y'all, rebound dick usually is, you know, not the best. Your rebound will always be something that you feel like I shouldn't have recorded any of that. Okay? Let me go to her page right quick and just see. But I feel like that the shit might be old. I don't know if she's actually with him or not. I'm not sure, girl. I swear that her face is never declining. Her face is never declining. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what's going on. All I know is if you was out here fucking a married dude, I'm gonna need for you to tell me the extenuating circumstances in which I'm supposed to look the other way for this situation. Y'all, the only reason I say that is because you don't know them people's situation. And a lot of times these niggas be out here living their life the way they want to, and they may be legally married, but they're not actually living with or in a relationship with a woman. A lot of people don't like, especially black people, don't like to go and get divorced. A lot of black people stay married and don't be divorced. They might both be cheaters. They might be. I don't know. I need further developments on this situation, but it don't look good. It don't. It look like that, they say he's legally separated. Okay. Okay. I mean, he's nice looking. He's nice. And the way he licked her, child, it looked like they might be fucking up a storm. They might be fucking up a storm. And after, Chris getting on top of her to do his business, and y'all, I did watch the show, right? I watched the episode of Real Housewives of Potomac, and Monique was talking about how when she decided she didn't want to be with him anymore, they had sex, and the way he like threw her off of him, like she was just trash. She was like, I'm never going to let you have my body again. So I feel like I was right the whole time. Like, I know we have this thing where everybody's like, oh, Monique is all about image. And I get that. I agree. And there is a level of, whatever the childhood trauma that makes you give a fuck so much about how people think about you, that you're always hyper aware and in control in this very uptight way. Because you want to make sure how people are viewing you. Yes, I can see all of that, girl. I can see all of it. And I can still see, and I feel like I was right about Chris being a lackluster ass husband and expecting her to do all of the shit that she did initially. But we all know that you're groomed to be a maid, mattress, and a mule. Shout out to Erica De Niro. You're groomed to do this. And then once you get into it and realize that you can't keep that shit up, then you ask your husband, hey, I need you to help me with this. And then you ask over and over and over again. And if you have kids, you ask over and over and over and over and over again. And the niggas decide that because they are in the powerful seat in the relationship, that they don't actually have to change. They don't actually have to do anything different. They either can make you think they're going to do something different. They can have acid, but either way, they got the money. You ain't going nowhere. Apparently, old girl decided, no, I'm going to go ahead and go at some point. She said that the show actually made their marriage last longer. I also feel like she probably didn't even want to have that last baby. Nobody regrets their children, but something tells me he got her pregnant on purpose, because a lot of niggas will get you pregnant because they don't want you to leave. They don't want to be better. They don't want to be a better husband to you, but they do want to they do want to try to trick you into staying in a relationship without having to give any effort. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, but the girl look happy. Looks like this, girl, listen. People be needing sex. After they've been in relationships like that, child, they be needing good sex. She said that man climbed on top of her and was just doing his business. My God, on today. D ain't good enough to have me unemployed though. Right, because we're all wondering if the reason why she stopped working at the radio show was because of him and their relationship. I have questions. Monique, come talk to me, girl. I want to know. Monique, come talk to me, girl. I want to know what happened. I want to know why you're no longer at the morning show. Why? Was it because of you guys' relationship? I have so many questions. And I don't know if she lost it. I don't know. Like I'm saying, I don't know if they fired her or if she just left. I'm not exactly sure. But there were rumors about it. And I'm going to have to say, if you gave up your job that you enjoyed for dick, girl, I'm going to be very disappointed. And I'm going to feel like we didn't learn anything from the last time we gave up our lives for dick. That's what I'm going to think, girl. I'm going to think we didn't learn. And I don't want to believe that, okay? You have locks now. You're traveling. You're enjoying your life. She doesn't seem broke. I thought both were fired. Oh, they both were fired? So they might have been cheating together and then they both got fired. Oh, my God. Child, so they just like, what's that black man and that white lady that was on the news? Y'all remember them? And they got found out that they was cheating and they still together today. Then people was like, fuck both of y'all. We want to be together. Y'all remember that shit? That's what it's probably like. That's some messy shit, girl. You should definitely go back to Real Housewives of Potomac. I might watch it. Speaking of Real Housewives, did y'all see this? A new lawsuit was filed on November 20th, 2025. Britt Eady is suing Bravo and Truly Original for violating New York State and Atlanta sex discrimination laws, retaliation, negligence, breach of contract. breach of fair dealing and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Britt is seeking compensation for past, present, and future pain, suffering. Okay, I'm going to just tell y'all right now, I want Britt Edie to stop. Girl, don't nobody give a fuck. You left the job. Nobody fired you, first of all. Second of all, what are you even talking about? I thought you said that wasn't, the video wasn't of you. So how is it sex discrimination? How? Like, I feel like that's a scheme that Ty set up. However, I think Bravo is like an ain't shit corporation in general. So if she does have a legal leg to stand on, get your money. I don't care. But I do feel like, bitch, you whack, and your attempt to still be getting our attention is whack. So Tommy Lee got into a fight and threw a glass at somebody and then denied it. I don't really care. Tommy Lee works on my nerves, but y'all know Black Ink Crew is supposed to be coming back, and so now Sky is popping up on my timeline.
Anybody that you want to address before you step into your soft girl era?
Okay, I want y'all to know, if y'all are not watching, I'm rolling my eyes very deeply whenever someone mentions soft girl life. It's not because I don't want you hoes to have a soft life. It's because I feel like it's conservative propaganda, and you have to create the life that you want, and you can't depend on somebody else to do it, because when you depend on somebody else to make your life soft, they can make it fucking hard. That's why you have to make your own life soft. It's a decision that you make. And also, as a woman, as a human being living in this life, I really don't understand why y'all think y'all are going to be able to live most of y'all life without any type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you view as masculinity, like, I don't know how you think my life is going to be soft for the rest of my life. I'm going to get a man. I'm never going to have another problem. I'm all going to be taken care of. Girl, that's not how life works. That's not how life work at all. You're going to get with that nigga and he going to use that money against you because you need to learn how to take care of yourself. It's just, girl, I don't know what to tell y'all, but I want y'all to figure out a way to make y'all own lives soft and stop looking for niggas to do it.
Oh, I'm in my soft girl era right now, for sure. And
it's a manipulation, something that crazy bitches say when they want you to think they're safe to be around.
And I think in the midst of me being in my soft girl era, and I mean, I'm always working on myself, but I am gonna, I hate talking about what I'm gonna do, but she already know what's coming to her. I'm gonna Tommy up. I got one more other girl I gotta put hands on. And then after that, God is good, you know?
Yeah, I want all you niggas to stay away from me. I want all of you niggas to stay away from me. Because why? Girl, what? How old? Now, Sky has got to be 40-something years old. You still fighting?
It's still God is good while it's happening.
Soft,
but I mean,
soft girl era equals quarter zip life. Yes. Just a whole bunch of performing. Ain't learning a fucking thing.
You get what you set yourself up for.
Why would she be getting into a fight with Tommy? Is she a baddie now? Sad.
Is there anybody that you want to address?
I swear. It's because people's moms be crackheads, y'all. It's because people's moms be crackheads. That's what it's really about. Like, they hate their mom. They'll fight bitches till the day they die because they hate their moms. All right, y'all. So they ruined it for me.
For poor people. Who buys our shit?
And that's just part of an over an hour-long rant, says former security analyst for Campbell.
Okay, I want y'all to know, like, you know how at the beginning of this live, y'all was talking about give me some money and all of that? I am poor. I eat Campbell's soup. I am poor. I eat Campbell's soup. However, I have noticed the difference in the taste of Campbell's soup. So when I do get it, because sometimes I don't have an appetite, and so the only thing I will want to eat is soup. And if I can't get Panera bread, if I can't get the Raoul kind in the sometimes when you don't have money all the time, you have shit in your pantry like Campbell's chicken noodle soup. You put it on the stove. You put it on the stove, okay? Yes, y'all, the chicken is not real. They are making the chicken with a 3D printer, and one of the men who is an executive said he would never eat that shit. Most companies have boards or executives that would never eat the products that they sell. That happens all the time. And I try both, y'all. I eat Progresso too, but I don't like the way Progresso, sometimes I don't like that one either. I do like that one though, but I've been a Campbell's girl my entire life. And a lot of times, like, we're Americans, we stick with brands that give us nostalgia. That motherfucking kid being a ice, snowman and walking inside with and going from a snowman to a little kid because he ate the soup. And back then, the soup was actually fucking good. And it didn't matter whether you had it on the stove or in a microwave. The soup was still good. Taste the soup. Whereas the spoon, the soup was good. Now, the soup's not that good anymore, and you have to do it on the stove. And I've noticed I don't like the taste, so now I only do chicken noodle soups and shit from Panera Bread and from the grocery store. That's the only type of soup I'll have. I still have some Campbell's in my pantry right now, and that's just because, y'all, it's the brand I grew up loving, and I'm American, and so we do this thing, right? But now I know. Now I know, girl, and I will never purchase your soup again because to be honest, I don't think you should be able to make money off of something you wouldn't eat yourself because you feel like it's so bad. Boy, fuck you and Campbell's. I hope y'all never get another penny in this raggedy motherfucker.
Campbell's, Robert Garza of Monroe.
I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's so healthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it, look at me, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
The recording allegedly.
And only poor people, right? Only poor people should have to eat 3D printed fucking chicken, right? But y'all big mad about the kids eating fucking cookies and chips and shit. But the bioengineered fucking soup is cool.
Of Campbell's VP and Chief Information.
Oh my God, Erica, I used to have back in the day, y'all remember you used to bring your soup to school? Because I was one of them kids. Yes, and you can't bully me, bitch. I'm bringing my soup to school. So it would be in the warmer, and then it would have the top on it the little red top that you're supposed to pull off, and you're supposed to pull the soup in it when you're ready to eat the soup. Bitch. Yes.
Information Security Officer Martin Bally.
He has no filter.
Bally, along with another supervisor and Campbell Soup Company, named in a lawsuit filed Thursday. The suit claiming Bally made racist
the thermos, yes.
remarks, admits to coming to work high, and Garza fired for coming forward.
What do you think about the things that he was saying?
Oh, just pure disgust.
Garza says he usually worked remotely for Campbell's headquarters, based in Camden, New Jersey. But thinking he'd be discussing his salary with Bally, he says the recording taken in person at a restaurant.
They couldn't think for the I'm like, you dumb
Garza says he felt sick after the rant, decided
they couldn't think for themselves. People were thinking for themselves, and your ancestors came and forced them into submission by killing them because your ancestors were fucking gross and they spread diseases because they were walking around in shit in their own country. Oh, I hate you motherfuckers.
Deciding to go to his direct supervisor in January, keeping the recordings to himself.
He had never had any disciplinary action. They had never written him up for poor work performance.
Garza says no one at Campbell's ever followed up, and it's taken him 10 months to find a new job, calling the way the canned soup company handled it simply terrible.
We have shit for poor people. Who buys our shit?
And hey, at the end of the day, I'm not fucking with Campbell's anymore. Y'all I'm not fucking with y'all no more. If I can't get the soup from Panera and them, I'm not fucking with y'all. Y'all can go to hell. Okay, that era is done. Moving on. Where do I want to go? Let's see. Chris Blake Griffin countersues Stefan Diggs, accusing NFL star of drugging him and sexual misconduct. So let's see. Oh, hold on, let me see, y'all. Let me see. Hold up, y'all. I need to see. Okay. Chris Blake Griffin countersues because Stefan Diggs said that he was going to sue Chris Blake Griffin for what he said, right? Chris Blake Griffin has been saying that Stefan Diggs drugged him and tried to assault him. And Stefan Diggs said, "You lying about me, ho. I'm going to sue you." It's like, okay, cool. Hold up. KJ shared a post saying she loves being a boy mom. So apparently
Folderless.
this is another person. This is another person that's pregnant. Like, how many baby mamas? I need somebody to create, you know what I'm saying, some type of thing to show us all of Stefan Diggs' baby mamas and children and shit. I need help putting that, deciphering, putting that all together. Because I don't really know that nigga like that. Let me see. Where else? I just want to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Stefan Diggs. Don't Stefan Diggs. Okay. All right. Griffith previously alleged that in May 2023, Diggs sexually assaulted him at the NFL player's home in Maryland. He claimed Diggs drugged him and even conspired to kill him to quiet rumors about his sexuality. Griffin is now insisting that Diggs is the one lying in this case. In his complaint, he says Diggs exposed his penis to Mr. Griffin and began masturbating the night of the incident. Griffith says the two had been out partying in Washington, D.C. before heading back to Diggs' home. He remembers telling Diggs to put his penis away, getting out of the car, and walking to the door of the house. He claims Diggs followed him, tried to kiss him, and then put his tongue in his ear while whispering for him to come to his room. Once inside, Griffith said he hid in the bathroom for 45 minutes. When he came out, he alleges that two women and Diggs' young brother, Derez, confronted him and told him to keep quiet about what had happened. Derez later pleaded guilty to felony grand theft tied to an alleged attack on Griffith in an elevator in October 2024, which was caught on video. According to Griffith, the elevator attack happened just a week after the alleged assault. Both Diggs and Griffith are seeking unspecified compensatory and punitive damages. Diggs is also requesting attorney's fees, according to Complex. So still, y'all, we don't know who to believe. Once inside the house, y'all. Once inside the house. They were outside the house. Once they got in the house, Diggs went to his bedroom and Griffin went and hid in the bathroom to pour water on his face because he had been drugged, I believe, allegedly, at the club. So by the time they got to the house, he fucked up. And he was staying with him. So that's the reason why he went into the house and then went hid in the bathroom. And then all of them people, came and get your shit. And I think they tried to make it seem like he stole some shit. And then recorded some audio. And that's what Cardi played. And I remember, Cardi, don't do that, girl. Don't do that. Nothing that he has can prove to, like, that recording doesn't prove anything. Just because it sounds like he stole something, like, no, you can't, you weren't there. Don't do that. Because one thing people like to do is be accusatory after they've assaulted somebody. Remember what happened with that girl at DJ Academics' house after she got assaulted and it was on camera, and then DJ Academics basically told her that she was a whore and she fucked his two homeboys and all of that, and she probably gave him an STD, and that made the girl feel like she had done something wrong. The blame game that they play on people is supposed to keep people from talking. Because if I can say that it's word of mouth. It's my word against your word. If I can say that you stole something, then that's going to add reasonable doubt that I did something to you. Because you might just be lying because you were stealing something. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Congratulations on the album. Thanks. Where you at? Op-ass nigga. Give drop or don't come back around. Instagram model claims Offset wanted her to help set up Stefan Diggs. Shares alleged texts. Make sure I'm nowhere near. Now delete these texts. Finsta now send me. Oh, she kept them. She kept them. So apparently this is what he was trying to do. She said, congratulations on the album. He said, thanks. He said, where you at? It looks like something was deleted because there was no answer. And that was October 3rd. Then November 16th. Op-ass nigga. Give drop or don't come back around. Give the address or don't come back around? What? Make sure I'm nowhere near. Oh, okay. So I'm going to send you the address, but make sure I'm gone before you do something. He says now. She says delete these texts. He said Finsta now send message. Yo, Offset keep violating me, but stay in my phone asking me to help set up Stefan. Please, super tender. What you doing in my room? Call me. Girl, so were you going to do it? Because it sounded like you might have been agreeing to do the shit, weird asshole. Y'all is out here doing the most. I was having a conversation with my homegirl today. We was talking about how, you know, when you married to a nigga and you breaking up with him, how niggas ain't shit. And how niggas would be so fucking flawed and so fucked up that it will really make you want to go get pregnant by somebody that they really hate. Or that they're really like, you know, like, yeah, I want to hurt you, nigga. I want you to be sliding down the wall crying. I want you to be going down like Mary J. Blige, bitch ass nigga. Right? Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert. Okay? Y'all like the video. It's like 1,100 of y'all in here. Can y'all like the video, please? Please. Thank you. According to a source, the situation allegedly began after a confrontation over messages from another woman. The source claims the woman involved had been seeing Shumpert for approximately 3 to 4 years, so while he was married, and had traveled to visit him as usual. During the visit, a friend who was expected to join them canceled last minute, but later sent Shumpert an intimate photo, which reportedly sparked tensions. Was he supposed to have a threesome with these hoes? What's going on? The source alleges that later that evening, another woman was invited over, and during conversation, like, what is he paying for prostitutes? What's going on? During conversation, additional issues resurfaced. According to the source, this led to a verbal confrontation between Shumpert and Joanna Kim. Girl, is Joanna? Girl, I don't know. At that point, things allegedly turned physical. The source reports that Shumpert attempted to strike Joanna Kim while she was on the phone, causing her to fall. He then allegedly grabbed her by the wrist and ankle, dragging her through the room and down the stairs. The woman allegedly ran back upstairs to retrieve her belongings, but the situation escalated again. According to the source, another woman present allegedly threw her down the stairs during this second altercation. The source also claims that Shumpert called his best friend during the incident. An additional arguing ensued between everybody involved. Following the encounter, the woman reportedly contacted authorities and filed a police report with the South Fulton Police Department. The source says she expressed disbelief that the situation had become physical, especially given the length of time she had been involved with him. So I'm confused. Y'all don't really go together, ma'am. What are you upset about? Let me try it again. Let me read it again. According to a source, the situation allegedly began after a confrontation over messages from another woman. The source claimed the woman involved had been seeing Shumpert for approximately 3 to 4 years and had so you might have been with him when he was married, and now you're arguing with him because he's talking to other bitches? Nobody should put their hands on you. But honey, you're stupid. Yeah, I don't get that, y'all. And if these niggas are being disrespectful, stop fucking with them. Y'all are not gonna get me on this train with y'all. Iman has been looking like a fucking crackhead weirdo for months now. He's been looking like a fucking crackhead weirdo since he was on that BET Plus reality show where he pretended like he went to school. Okay? And everything that went down with his ex-wife, he let the electricity go out in their house. I need for y'all to care about these things. Because it seems as if y'all will get so much information that a man ain't shit, and you'll be like, I'm going to go fuck him. I'm going to find out for myself. He don't act like that with me. He don't do that to me. Okay, girl. Now you filing a police report. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. Y'all file police reports on these niggas. But stop going back and please, yes, read their fucking Yelp reviews. Get the Carfax on the dick. Find out what you're getting into and believe the women before you. I don't know why y'all always want to be super saver hoe saving some hoe ass nigga. Speaking of super saver hoe, what's going on? What's going on, Hazel E?
And why the fuck you think you can be done with me, nigga? I'm done with you. You over here being disrespectful as fuck, kissing fucking trailer park trash all in the lips, taking it.
What did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? Isn't it crazy when a man is extremely disrespectful to everybody and then the woman gets in a relationship with him, starts fucking him, and then turns around and is like, oh my God, this nigga is disrespectful. Duh, bitch. Duh, bitch.
You ain't sucking crab legs together. I'm too old. You're a convicted felon. Let's start there. I went below to fuck with you. We can put out the receipts. You've bought me flights before. You've given me money before. You just sent me 5 bands the other day telling me to stay down so I can put up with your fuck shit. That's not enough. It's really not enough, honey. I'm done. You rather have a young bitch? Yeah, look at what you got. You got a bunch of OF girls, strippers, bitches that live in, you know, back alleys and shit. Your mama called it a homeless shelter. I make you look better. And
you don't make him look better. You make yourself look desperate and worse. Girl, what do you think? Girl, Hazel, you didn't learn anything from Mother Iyanla.
I asked was for mutual respect, which I thought we agreed upon. But your old ways are creeping back in because you're feeling yourself. I don't understand why.
What old ways? The ways never was old. That's the way he is. He said all of this. He got out of jail and fucked his skunk pussy baby mama. Okay, fucked her. Then he found you somewhere, alley cat old bitch, looking for clout. Now you on the internet complaining to us like we give a fuck. Child, it was only 5 days. If that. 5 days. Did y'all see what y'all did to that white girl?
Okay, I hate to make a video like this because it's embarrassing, and I know that I'm gonna see this a month from now and be like, why did you post that? And also posting this shows that I care, and I know some people feed off of saying hurtful things to like get a reaction, but today I posted a video of me and my boyfriend, and so many of the comments, every single time I post him, which we've been together for a year, but without fail, every single time I post him, all of the comments are about how I'm ran through, and oh, look, another one, or he probably doesn't know how ran through she is, or just mean things. And and if I post any video truly in general, the amount of hate comments I get are just like unreal. And I think it's because I have a lot of men following me, and they
Yeah, because the people you decide to interview are toxic men. Yeah. And their fan bases are usually full of sociopaths and psychopaths. Yeah. Didn't she just do an interview? I'm beefing with my bitch while I'm in jail. With Kevin Gates? I say I'm beefing with my bitch while I'm in jail. That's why when I get up here and we critique certain people because they keep giving certain niggas platforms, because we know these niggas are unsafe. Bobby Althoff, y'all. If y'all have never heard of Bobby Althoff, I don't begrudge you. White girl that has really gained fame from having satirical interviews with celebrity and a lot of celebrity black men. To me, she does a mediocre job at doing what Ziwi does. Because a lot of y'all don't understand that Ziwi does satirical interviews. And it just be funny to watch y'all like not really get it. And then be mad at her, not understanding like that she actually is smart as fuck. And it's hilarious that she gets some of the interviews that she gets because she makes these niggas look dumb. She did Kevin Hart. Y'all, Kevin Hart looked like Kevin Hart from 10 years ago. Let me see if I can find that clip. But I was just like, oh my God, Kevin, you look so young. Yes, you can. Kevin looked real young, y'all. Hold up, let me see if I can find it. But I love Ziwi. I love her. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But I like her clips and her videos and stuff. Would you rather? Here we go. But to me, Bobby Althoff was jocking her style and just wasn't doing it as well.
Have a gay.
Funny Marco said he stole her style. He did.
Son or a thought daughter.
I would rather have 2 healthy kids. Like, it doesn't matter to me. 2 healthy children. And the fact that you have to, like, put them in those categories says a lot about who you are.
Oh, no, don't you dare.
No, I'm just telling you, I think the real problem is in the thinker, not the answerer. The thinker. Maybe you should Maybe you should just ponder on that for a second.
Which do you give less of a fuck about, gay rights or women's rights?
Well, first and foremost, rights are rights. You should care about them all. Everybody has a voice, and everybody deserves to be heard. What I want to do is be a part of the change.
Yeah, no. I don't believe for a second that Funny Marco, like that she stole this from him. I don't believe that for a second. Because he doesn't do this as good as she does this. So even if that were true, which I don't believe that's true because I feel like she was out before him, but if that were true, I would still feel like she does it better than you. So she can't be copying you that hard.
That the world desperately deserves, and hopefully get us to a point where we're all on the same accord.
Would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter?
Yeah, and there were so many more clips from this. I love her. I think she's hilarious. I think she's extremely smart. But yeah, I thought ZB was out before Funny Marco. But that, girl, time. But yeah, no. Bobby stole from Marco. Okay, Bobby stole from Marco. I feel like everybody still stole. Like, no matter what anybody says, y'all stole it from a black woman. You stole it from a black woman. Okay? Because I'm sorry, I don't believe. First of all, I want to say I don't believe niggas are smart enough to do what she does. Like, I'm sorry, Marco. I love Marco. Marco is actually really funny to me. But no, you could like the intellect is different. I'm sorry. But no, Kevin actually did really well. Kevin did really, really well, and it pronounced Zway. Okay, Zway, because I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. It's fine. I was saying that Funny Marco said Bobby stole his thought. Yeah, I got you. She probably did, but I feel like she probably saw Zway do it first. I still be wanting to call her Ziwi. I don't know why, but I'm gonna say Zway. That's the right way to say it. I don't want to say it wrong. But she's hilarious to me. Like, every time I see her do an interview with somebody, like, they can never, like, oh my God, that one with Eric Adams. Did y'all see the one with Eric Adams? It was whoa. It was, he's a creep. Because she's so cut and dry, the way she does these interviews, you have to be really smart in order to not show your hand. They don't realize how she gets them to show their hand. Okay? So, Z-Way. Oh, okay. So now we're all pronouncing it in the comments. Kiwi, Z-Way. Yeah, got it. I'm gonna find the lady real name, and I'm because I came with this. Okay, anyway. If that's not her real name. Anyway, but she looked like that may not be her real name, and Z-Way might be her last name or some shit. I don't know. That's not the point. The point is Kevin did really good with this because Kevin was able to keep rolling with her and then kind of flip it. Most people that she interviews are so problematic that they don't even have the ability to do what Kevin did, which is like, kind of make it funny and then throw it back. Yes, Kevin's comedic timing is so good to me. Yeah, no, he really did really good. He did really good. There were a few more clips on TikTok that I saw. And I wanted to go to TikTok real quick with y'all because there was some other shit on TikTok that I wanted to talk about before I get off of here. But girl, y'all know I hate now like how addicted I am to TikTok. I wish I could get more followers on there, but I'm a slow grower. Slow grower. Okay, hold up. So y'all can go see Z-Way on TikTok and all of the other clips that she did. It was really funny. Yeah, the damn video. Yeah, okay, now you made me want to pull it up. Okay, now I gotta pull it up because you mentioned that one and that shit was funny. Hold up.
Would you rather have a gay?
You once said even when they
Not this one. Hold up, y'all.
In your special, you talk a lot about your little dick.
That was funny. He did talk about his little dick a lot, and he tried to act like he didn't say any of that, but he did.
Can you state for the record your race and gender and pronouns?
Hold up.
Hey, little nugget, how you doing? I'm the little nugget. Tonight, I interview comedian and movie star Kevin Hart.
Come on.
How do you think this went?
I think it was great. Am I black? You don't like my outfit?
You have a tiny dick.
Sometimes I want a little snack.
Are you flexing on these brokies at home?
Just on following you. What's bad about that?
My most iconic interview yet.
What is your fucking issue, man?
Starts now.
Yeah, let me see if I can find.
In your special, you talk a lot about your little dick.
It's not this one.
I don't think.
Damn, where is the damn one that she did? Is it?
You're totally right. As a rich man, you should tell me how to hold myself accountable. What can I do better to be an ally to you? Would you like me to put something on a shelf? You're total.
Oh my God, y'all. She's so funny. I fucking love her. I do. I fucking love her. My God. Okay, hold up. Top. Go to her page, bitch. Was I about to get blocked? What happened with that? Y'all saw that? What the fuck was that? Let me see.
Can you state for the record your race and gender and pronouns?
My race and gender and pronouns. I believe I'm. What do I say here?
This is your identity.
I know, but like I don't like what is the correct way? Thou. Am I black?
You tell me, Kevin.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's right anymore.
This is not a trick question.
I don't know. First of all, everybody knows that I love everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let's just get that out the gate, right? And yeah, so I've been practicing that for a minute.
Well, a New York minute.
Nice.
Can you state?
Nice. Listen.
In your special, you talk a lot about your little dick.
I don't think I've ever said that. I don't think.
I watched it twice.
Yeah, no, there's no shot that you watched my special. I don't think I've ever.
You said you have nightmares about falling in the shower and people gawking at your little dick. You said that you lost a race and your little dick is in the bush.
I never said.
You hit your lady with a little dick pill.
No, that's not. First of all, I think
this is in your special.
No, but you're incorporating the words "little dick" a lot. I think there's one moment where I'm talking about falling in the shower.
And what do you say?
And I'm saying,
that's how they find me. With a little dick, because I've been in the water for 6 hours. Oh my God.
Okay, it's not that one. I'm mad. What happened to the clip where she...
Your latest special is called Acting My Age.
Yes.
What year were you born?
1979.
Damn.
What is your fucking issue, man? Like, what's happening here?
No, I don't have an issue.
1979, I'm 46.
Damn.
Okay. I see what you're doing at this point.
Your latest special is called...
Okay, y'all saw it. But nah, shout out to Z-Way. Z-Way. She's brilliant. She's brilliant. And I really enjoy her interviews. Now, this is the last thing. This is the last thing. Yeah, it is reference to the Don Cheadle, because he was like, damn, when Don Cheadle said his age. First of all, y'all, Don Cheadle is one of the finest motherfuckers. I love me some Don Cheadle. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's just something about Don Cheadle. Ever since he's Sylvester. When he was in, y'all know the movie. Y'all know the movie. Okay, we've all seen that movie too many fucking times. Hanging all of them damn black people on trees, and they killed Nettie from The Color Purple in that movie. Okay, but ever since Don Cheadle was Sylvester on a horse, and he told he told the stepdaddy, he told your boy from Ving Rhames, he told Ving Rhames, he was like, Ving Rhames asked Don Cheadle in this movie, he said, how did you get out? He said, under my mama, because he was in her casket. They had shot up the house, and they had shot and killed his mama was Esther Roll, and they, put her in a pine box back in the day. And so he was under her. And that's how he was able to get out. And we didn't know, right? Because we thought Sylvester was gone for most of the fucking movie. And at the end, his actual real life wife was also in this movie. And she, Sylvester! And girl, Lord have mercy. All right, let's get into this. Yes, he was good in Devil Wears a Blue Dress too. Okay. Don't get me started. That was a good. I just saw Nicole from that movie and from Love Jones. Nicole Carson. Lisa Nicole Carson. I just saw her look like she about to start acting again. I was like, yes, girl, yes. I miss your dimples. All right. So, y'all, it's the last thing we got to get into, because we will be back tonight for Ooh Ladies First panel on Jamie's channel at 8:30. So I want to hurry up and get off of here and, go pop this bottle of wine and all of this shit. Tia. All right. So let's get into this because I thought this was very interesting, for lack of a better term, and also because we talked about it earlier this week. We talked about it yesterday with Kayla Bryant, the young woman from Clark Atlanta University that was assaulted and strangled by a young man from Morehouse, where apparently, girl, it's a lot of shit going on over there.
Clark University has an Epstein list for Morehouse boys. I just watched these 2 videos. I'm going to link them down below. You guys, when this video is over, go watch them. And what these young ladies are saying is horrifying. In this video, this young lady is saying that there is an anonymous side chat where all of the girls of Clark and Morehouse, Spelman, are coming together and talking about their sexual assault, physical assault, rape, drugging of Morehouse boys? What? Yeah, this fucker, he needs to be fired. And there needs to be an internal investigation by the feds, and students of Spelman and Clark get together, find a lawyer, and file a class action. Sue the fuck out of Morehouse and this nigga. He gotta go. And he needs to remember to leave when he goes. I knew there was some fuckery at Morehouse. There's fuckery at every college campus, but damn.
So yeah, y'all, no, we're not surprised. We're not surprised by there being a Morehouse Epstein list of niggas that's, out here assaulting the girls, because y'all think that niggas putting on a quarter zip sweater is young men doing with they're looking the part, they're gonna get the job. And women are like, no, we need more from y'all. Like, the look is not good enough anymore. Like, niggas is out here raping hoes. And y'all are like, well, at least they're putting the sweater on. At least they're putting the slacks on. At least they're putting the button down on. And the women is making lists of niggas, college educated niggas that are assaulting them. Yeah. I need for y'all to start realizing that some shit just, we really need for y'all to do better. Any police reports? There may be. You saying, you know what I'm saying? You asking, but I'm sure it's not hard to find. But it's something that I saw, and I feel like we're probably going to see some shit coming from this, some shit going to be coming up from this. Because I can believe it. I went to college, and I know how, if it were not for the fact that I was already very apprehensive about men in general at the time, like, niggas was coercing and fucking girls and doing weird shit. Like, to me, one of the ways that you can sexually assault a woman is to have sex with her and then tell everybody about it the next day in a way that makes her look like she's a whore, slut shaming and all of that after you've had sex with her, because it leaves her open for more assault. And to me, I feel like men did that a lot in college. Niggas did that a lot in college. Slutting girls out and all of that, telling everybody about what they did with them and how you can go to their dorm room and they'll do this, and that. So yeah, and a lot of times y'all protect black boys that are in black men that are in college. Y'all protect them because y'all think because they went to school, that means that they're deserving of saving, because y'all are always comparing them to the niggas that don't go to school, to the YNs. At least they not dressed like a YN. Girl, I don't give a fuck. And like in 2025, I would feel like y'all would have learned by now that I'm fine with a nigga looking like I could handle you looking like a thug as long as you don't act like one. I can wait for you to open your mouth and then judge you. I really can. You know what I'm saying? But it's annoying to me when y'all feel like we should be giving these niggas brownie points for looking a certain way instead of actually being that way. And there's a lot of shit that goes on where it's like this idea that, oh, the black men are going to college, let's protect them. So even though they're assaulting the young women they're going to schools with, we have to protect them above everybody else because there aren't enough of them. That's how they be feeling. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, no, I need for y'all to understand, because a lot of us, and I learned this from my sisters and my cousins, right? They didn't grow up with the mentality that I did about being with somebody in college or somebody that wasn't on the street. They had the mentality of being with the nigga that was on the street. Do you know why they liked the niggas that was on the street and selling selling drugs and shit back in the day? Because they would live in households with men who had money and good jobs and shit, and those men would use money to control and to abuse. They go out in the street and the niggas on the corner is like, nah, love, I got you. Don't worry about it. Fuck that nigga. So basically, the women aren't safe anywhere because both groups of niggas is gonna use money to either love bomb or is they're gonna use money to abuse you in some type of way. So once you understand that it don't matter how they look, then you have to stop thinking that how they look or the fact that they go to school means something more about them, and it doesn't. It doesn't, because you can go to school and you could dress the part and you could be a sociopath. You could be a fucking murderer, okay? And what we've learned from the white people is that they could be complete terrorists to society as long as they put a fucking tie on. It's all good. Genocide. I got a suit on though. So we should understand now that these things don't matter. And what's important is what you do and who you are and the integrity of how you are becoming a young man. And to me, y'all are not raising them to be good young men. Y'all are raising them to be red pill. Y'all are raising them to be coddled. Y'all are raising them to learn how to get away with harming the women that they come into contact with. And this is like an example of that. This is like, that's the reason why a lot of us was going off about the quarter zip shit, because we know how y'all get overly excited whenever y'all think a nigga gonna do something halfway right. Y'all get overly, now y'all like, oh my God, look at him. And bitch, I love a man in a suit, but do you know how many niggas are pimps in suits? Do you know how many niggas that have that one good suit and they live in their mama's basement? Niggas that know how to dress, got a little money, but will talk to you crazy, disrespect you, assault you, coerce you, beat your ass. Yeah, y'all. The look of it is not good enough anymore. I need more from you niggas. And if you're not giving more, then I'm not all excited. I'm not excitable. I'm not giving a fuck about all of that other shit y'all got going on. I need to see how you moving. I need your words and your actions to line up. I don't give a fuck what you got on. I don't give a fuck what you got on. And y'all got to get y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, people got to get their mind right. Because, like, the people in the comments, that's what I was really, like, talking about. Like, the way people respond. And it's like the way y'all respond makes it feel like y'all are so willing to throw out all of this praise before they actually do anything. And so they feel like they don't have to do anything because y'all basically sucking dick on the internet over nothing, over putting on an outfit. It's very performative, and it is scary because it means that a lot of y'all are teaching, like, especially the girls, not to know what to look for. You're not giving them the tools on what to look for in these niggas. They better not say nothing red pill to you. If it feels like they gonna call you out your name, call you a bitch, feel like they, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see niggas throwing shit, any type of violence, get out of there. I don't care. Oh, it wasn't that bad. I don't care what you're talking about. At this point, at 37, what I understand is a man that will call you a bitch will bloody your nose. A man that will love bomb you with money will eventually call you a broke bitch after you've become dependent upon him. That's what I've learned in my 37 years. Niggas got to prove shit to me every day, B. Every day, B. That is one student of over 800. He does not represent the average Morehouse student. He is one of. What's your point? What's your point? What's your point? What does that mean? Because if he's not the average, as you say, then how am I supposed to know who's who? Isn't it better that I assume that all of them niggas are on that shit? Not so that I can go and call the police on somebody that hasn't done anything to me, but so that I can have it in my mind that they are capable of this, as to not trust them so quickly and not to run to praise them. Is that being lost? Because the whole thing about all men, if y'all see people talking about all men, the reason why it's all men is because we can't always tell which one it is. So we have to assume that it's all of you niggas until y'all can prove that it's not all men. So that's why him not being a representation of them all don't matter. What them girls just said is there's a list of niggas that are getting off, getting off the hook on assaulting and harming the young women around them. That's what we're hearing. That's what we're hearing. And it's like y'all would rather ignore it so that it doesn't taint the image of all of these other niggas. Niggas' image is already tainted. Those of us that know, those of us that have already been in these situations, we already know we can't trust y'all niggas unless y'all prove it. And y'all got to prove it long term. Because what women lose when they are not hyper aware, What they lose when they're not paying attention, what they lose when they're not wary of young men and men, period. They lose their lives. They lose their sense of self. They lose their body autonomy. Women lose extremely important shit when they don't assume the worst. And I'm just being real. And when I say assume the worst, that does not mean move about your life like a fucking Karen. No. But what it means is don't always believe what motherfuckers telling you just because they saying it about their mouth. I'm about the protection of young girls. I'm about the protection of the children. I'm about the protection of everybody, really. Because if you ain't hurting nobody, then I know somebody plotting to hurt you. Because that's just how this world works. But too many of y'all are making like excuses. Too many of y'all don't want to actually deal with what's going on. Because it makes you feel like you doing something wrong. Y'all need to get out of that. Y'all really do. This ain't the courtroom, niggas. Niggas is guilty until innocent. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This is not a courtroom. Where is the statement from the schools? There was a statement. Let me see. Because the girl put it on her video, but she ain't pull the whole thing up. Hold up. Morehouse niggas raping people. I'm just playing. That's not what it says. Let me see. Morehouse. Okay. I'm going to read y'all what the Fox 5 Atlanta affiliate is saying. Atlanta police have arrested a Morehouse College student seen in a viral video choking a Clark Atlanta student during an off-campus altercation near a student housing center. The suspect, identified as 21-year-old Matthew Gonzalez Forrestine, was taken into custody following an earlier investigation into a related physical dispute on November 20th. He is now charged with aggravated assault and terroristic threats. According to Atlanta police, officers first responded around 6:36 p.m. Thursday to a report of a fight near 120 Lucky Street Northwest. The reporting party told officers she had been stepped on. She had been stepping off a Georgia State University bus when an unidentified man stepped on her foot and walked away. When she confronted him, the man's girlfriend allegedly pushed her, and the man later joined in the assault. Witnesses broke up the altercation, and the police later identified the suspect as Gonzalez Forrestine. A video of the incident showing the Clark Atlanta student Kayla Bryant being put in a chokehold has amassed more than 4.5 million views. And this is the statement from Morehouse. Let's see. Both Morehouse College and Clark Atlanta University have issued statements in response to the viral video. Morehouse called the behavior disappointing and said it was taking steps to address the situation. Morehouse President Dr. F. Dubois Bowman also said he expects Morehouse men to embody compassion and moral discipline. In a second statement posted late Sunday night, Dr. Bowman said violence has no place in the Morehouse community and the school is working with police and CAU. Clark Atlanta University said it is working with the Atlanta police as the criminal investigation moves forward. CAU President Dr. George T. French said his first priority is the safety and well-being of CAU students. He said violence, especially against women, is intolerable and unacceptable. The Maroon Tiger also reported that the suspect's girlfriend updated her Instagram bio to say she will be posting my side soon. Girl, if I can give you any advice, young woman, don't you post not another motherfucking thing on the internet about this situation. You're not being named in it. Nobody needs to hear your side because your side is basically what exactly? You helped your boyfriend. You were trying to assist your boyfriend in beating up a girl who asked that he apologize for stepping on her feet. So the schools have responded. I don't know why they haven't said if they expelled him. He should be expelled. But if they're, charging him, I'm sure he'll be expelled. But that was 2 days ago. And that's all I've heard, I'm seeing. There's nothing recent. Everything is from two days ago. And that video I showed y'all online is just what people are saying on TikTok. And y'all know how TikTok will know what's going on before, Let's see. Let me read some of these super chats. Thank you, Sherry. Bondi, you a motherfucking real one. Keep school in the mail center. They know not what they do from NYC. Thank you. Simone, thank you for the super chat, girl. Going to catch the playback so I can have something to listen to while I cook all this damn food. I know that's right. I love y'all. Everybody that's in their kitchen right now cooking, listening to me, I love y'all. And I hope y'all have the most amazing holiday. I hope y'all eat good and y'all sleep well and y'all get all of the good feels from being with y'all loved ones. Because that's what this holiday is really about. Hey, Crystal, thank you for the super chat. Just stopping by to say, hey, thank you, love. It's my girl. All right. Yeah, the girlfriend instigated the situation. Like, that's why I don't want to hear nothing from her. Because that's why I say, like, you need to be lucky ain't nobody charged your ass, too. Y'all really got to stop with the clout chasing. You're going to get yourself in more trouble than you asking for just trying to get, attention. But, yes, there is a panel tonight in an hour. We'll be back up on Jamie's channel. So I will see y'all there. Thank y'all for coming through, and y'all have a good holiday. Peace out.